So, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and welcome back to Ponds Forge for the final session on day number 1 of the Swim England Summer Championships 2017. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for joining us here, whether you're in venue or watching around the world on the live stream. We've got some cracking finals coming up for you tonight. We saw some belters in the heats. It all bodes well for tonight.
Thanks go to sponsors and partners without whom this event would not be possible. Funding partner, Sport England. Official partner, TIER. Endorsed product, Sports Systems. Host city, marketing Sheffield and Sheffield International venues.
A very exciting night's worth of action on the way then, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jonathan Bell in the commentary position at the top of the stand opposite the spectator gallery, and I'll be keeping you up to date with all the action going off tonight. And another man that will be doing exactly the same alongside me later tonight is Dave Rogers, who currently is on pool deck. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Jono. Great to hear from you, and I'm looking forward to joining you later in the commentary position. But before that, I'd like to say hello to all the wonderful people here in Ponds Forge. So I'm going to turn around and do all that right now. Hello! Great to have you all here, whether you're joining us here inside the venue or if you're watching around the world. A very warm welcome to the evening session here. If you were here this morning, welcome back. And if you're joining us for the evening session, then you've timed it brilliantly. We've had 10 events already today, all to qualify for the 34, yes, you heard me right, 34 finals we have this evening. Now, Jono and myself will be talking you through all of the action. And we love a conversation, but the main thing for a conversation is we need other people to get involved. That is where you come in. This is the hashtag to use. It is SE Swimming. Tell us who you're here with. Tell us who you're supporting. And most importantly, send some pictures in, because we are running a competition today, a social media competition. If you go outside to the main entrance, then there's lots of things going on. There's a beach setup with lots of beach balls like this, and if you send in the best photo using the hashtag SE Swimming, whether it is outside in the entrance, in here in the venue, or even if you're at home watching around the world, then you could be in with the chance of winning a prize, thanks to our amazing kit sponsors, TIER. It is all happening here tonight inside Ponds Forge, and we're so glad you could join us. Of course, it's a wonderful period of swimming for all British swimmers at the moment, both domestically and internationally, and that continues next year with Glasgow 2018. The European Aquatics Championships is coming to Scotland. We're once again bringing the best talent in the continent right here to the United Kingdom. For more information on that happening next year, and of course where all of you lovely people and the guys watching at home can buy tickets, you need to head to glasgow2018.com.
A light is ready to shine throughout Glasgow and Scotland once again, when 3,000 European athletes will come together before our eyes to bet our bests for bars to raise, where in one instant a lifetime of ambition lies. Don't miss the chance to be with them at this incredible event, to witness the beauty of one human's endeavour towards a single moment that will last forever.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, I've just got some swimmers making their way past me, which must mean we are moments away from the first of our 34 finals this evening here at Pond Sports. Get yourself comfortable, get yourself ready, and of course, get yourself loud to give these athletes their support. I need to make my way upstairs for the racing now, so it's time to throw you back up to John O'Bell.
Thank you very much, Dave. And of course, in order to get tonight's session off and underway, we need one set of very important people. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you please welcome to the poolside tonight our referees and their team of technical officials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your referees, Tom Baster and Gillian Smith. Your starters for this evening's session are Andrew McRoberts and Andy Ray. Officials, you may be seated. So I'm glad to say Dave has managed to sprint his way through the back stairs of Pond Sports. You can join me up here in the commentary position now. Dave, a big night of swimming ahead.
Yes, sorry mate, I'm a little bit out of breath after jumping up those stairs. Always exciting, the first night of finals. We're going to get people up on the podium. Of course, 34 finals. What a brilliant way to kick off the medals. We're going to see them on the podium, and it's very exciting. We've also got a fantastic crowd in this evening. Isn't that right, ladies and gents? We're a long way away, but I can still hear them. I'm sure it'll get louder when the swimmers get in the pool. Can we try again? We've got a great crowd in, haven't we, ladies and gents? Excellent stuff. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with in social media using that hashtag SESwimming.
So let's get on with the action then, ladies and gentlemen. We start tonight with the men's multi-class 100 meter freestyle final. In lane 0 from Northampton, William Perry. In lane 1 from Shrewsbury, Riley Shanahan. In lane 2 from Gosport, Dominic Redpath. In lane 3 from Bilston, James Brown. And in lane 4 from Isle of Man, Benjamin Granger. In lane 5 from City of Salford, Craig McNeil. In lane 6 from Ealing, Aaron Maddox. In lane 7 from Mount Kelly, Finley Middleton. In lane 8 from Carradon, Matthew Close. And in lane 9 from Bournemouth Collegiate, Leo McRae. This is the men's multi-class 100 metre freestyle final.
Take your marks.
And away we go. First final of the night then, and it is with the multi-class men's 100 metre freestyle. And of course, multi-class swimming is para swimming. If you are new to the multi-class system, it basically is these 10 swimmers in different classifications due to their physical impairments. And in order for them to race directly and fairly against each other, they have to swim against the respective world record in each of their classifications. And then points are worked out from those times in order to crown who will be on our podium tonight. So it's not about who touches in first, it's all about the points that they get in total. 25 metres to home then for Benjamin Granger in lane 4 from Isle of Man. He's an S10 swimmer, and alongside him is Craig McNeil in lane 5, who also is in that category. So those two are directly competing against each other here. They will definitely affect each other's standings towards the end of this final, and 500 points coming in for Craig McNeil. Sees him as the early pace setter, but 580 there in lane 6 from Aaron Maddox of Ealing. Currently sees him top of the standing. Two more swimmers to come in. William Perry in next. Gets 576, and Leo McRae 561. So no one will topple Aaron Maddox from the top of the tree in that multi-class 100 metre freestyle final. Confirmation of those results up on the scoreboard now. Aaron Maddox gets gold for Ealing, silver for Northampton's William Perry, and bronze going to Mount Kelly and Finley Middleton.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the swimmers for the women's multi-classification 100 metre freestyle final. Swimming in lane 0 from Cockermouth, Ella Cooper-Holmes. In lane 1 from Derwenside, Jay McCabe. In lane 2 from Wickham District, Katie Crowhurst. In lane 3 from UEA Norwich, Catherine Marr. In lane 4 from Gloucester, Harriet Dickinson. In 5 from Carnforth, Hope Gordon. In 6 from Cockermouth, Drew Stables. In 7 from Satellite, Eleanor Bamber. From Staines in lane 8, Maya Briscoe. And from Camden, Swiss Cottage, in lane 9, Leah O'Connell. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's multi-classification 100 metre freestyle finalists.
Take your mark.
The second final of the evening then is the women's multi-classification 100-meter freestyle, and similar to the men's race before it, we are looking at points and not times. The lanes were done on time, so Harriet Dickinson in the S10 category, the fastest swimmer this morning, 112.56. She is in lane 4 and is currently in second place and will be at the turn. Catherine Marr will get there first. Into the final 50 metres then. Let's get behind these swimmers. Marr turns first in 33.56. Dickinson of Gloucester in second, 34.72. And have a little look in lane 6 as well. Drew Stables of Cockermouth. She's having a good second part of the race. 25 metres to go for the leaders. They'll be stopping the clock at all at different times, but it is the number that comes after. So pick your favourite swimmer. If you're not supporting anyone in particular, just get behind everyone, Ponds Forge. Let's make some noise. It's going to be Catherine Marr to touch back first in lane 3. She stops the clock. 543 points. Dickinson 546 and Gordon 569. It is tight at the top. Can any of these final swimmers, either Ella Cooper-Holmes or Leah O'Connell, trouble the leaders in this women's MC 100-meter freestyle? Lovely applause there for all of the racers. Let's wait for the final classification of results. Provisionally, Hope Gordon of Cairnforth with 569 points. There is confirmation there. Hope Gordon takes it, 569. Second, joint second for Drew Stables and Harriet Dickinson with 546. Then Catherine Marr in there in fourth place with 543 points.
Thank you, Simmons. Next quarter one inside, please.
So first two events of tonight's finals over and done with already. 6 medals sorted out. Let's have a look at the hashtag SE Swimming. In the meantime, before we move on to our next event, Michael says yes, Dom Redpath. That's what we like to see in at 8th and coming out in 5th. And Beth, well done to the Gosport swimmer. And also one coming in from Sally saying good luck to Ella from CADs in the 100 breast. Do make sure you keep those coming. Lots of pictures coming in as well, which is fantastic to see. One from Sally saying Ruth Fowler cheering on teammates from Team Bath in Turkey. Great Photoshop. Hashtag SE Swimming. Keep those coming in. Up then next, ladies and gentlemen, it's the men's 13-14-year-old 100-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Gateshead and Wickham, Ryan Zhao. In 1 from Mount Kelly, Sander Aponyi. In 2 from Northampton, Harvey Freeman. In 3 from Hillingdon, Oliver Latham. In lane 4 from Swin Bournemouth, Drew McGregor. In lane 5 from Nova Centurion, Dominic Pools. In lane 6 from City of Milton Keynes, Joshua Press. In lane 7 from Taunton Dean, Farron Gregory. In lane 8 from St Ides, James Quinn. And in lane 9 from Bolton Metro, Jake Reynolds. This is the men's 13-14-year-old 100-meter breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
And away we go. This is the first of 5 age category finals in the men's 100-meter breaststroke event. We begin with the youngest category, the 13-14-year-olds. And I expect a very tight final indeed. We saw some cracking heats earlier on today. The only one in this pool that got below 112 was Drew McGregor in lane 4 of Swin Bournemouth. He got 111.59 in the heats earlier on today, and he'll certainly be the favourite for gold. But there is a lot of competition out there in the pool. In lane 1 at the moment, Sander Aponyi of Mount Kelly leading the way at the halfway point. Can he keep up this sort of pace going into the back 50? In lane 0 from Gateshead, Ryan Zhao looking very strong indeed as well, but the assault from the central lane will come very soon indeed. 25 metres to go. Drew McGregor of Swin Bournemouth beginning to put the foot to the floor and accelerate and claw his way further ahead of the rest of the pool. Sandra Ponyi trying to stay alive in the podium fight. It's going to be very close for silver and bronze. Gold looks like a bit more of a formality. A late burst from Dominic Bulls, but it will not stop Drew McGregor, who takes the gold medal for Swin Bournemouth. 1:10.36 the time. Harvey Freeman manages to pick up silver for Northampton, and bronze goes to Dominic Bulls of Nova Centurion. It certainly was close for those spots on the podium there. Not so much for gold though. Drew McGregor of Swin Bournemouth taking it 1:10.36. So all but one of these swimmers managed to get personal bests earlier on today. Jake Reynolds was the only exception. And after that time of 1:12.06, it means all 10 of those swimmers have come away from today's first day of action here at Ponds Forge with a PB in this event. So a big well to all the swimmers, particularly the podium finishers, McGregor, Freeman and Bulls, gold, silver, bronze, in that order.
The next event in the pool is the men's 15 years 100-meter breaststroke final. Please welcome our finalists, starting in lane 0 from Beckenham, Andrew Rowland. In lane 1 from Bromsgrove, Jacob Elliott. In lane 2 from Deepings, Louis Metzeler. In lane 3 from Bishop Stortford, Bryn Kusa. From Modernian in lane 4, Joshua Bristow. In lane 5 from Nova Centurion, Ryan Wilcox. In lane 6 from Skipton, Luke Midgley. From Chase in lane 7, Lewis Jones. In lane 8 from Amersham, Jamie Owen. And in lane 9 from Borough of Stockton, Tom Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, your 100-meter breaststroke finalists.
Take your mark.
Plenty of noise here at Ponds Forge for this one then, the 15 years 100-meter breaststroke final. Points are out the window. Now it is all about times. The first to touch will be crowned the champion. And in lane 2, Louis Metzeler from Deepings has had a great start, but that's been eaten up by Joshua Bristow in lane 4. Take a look at the screen to see the split at the turn. Keep your eye on lane 9 as well. Tom Ward from Borough of Stockton. But it's Josh Bristow in lane 4 who turns first, but it is neck and neck between him and the man in lane 2, Louis Metzeler. What a battle this is. Although one strong final 25 from pretty much anyone could do some damage. In lane 7, Lewis Jones in the yellow cap has started going well. And in lane 5, Ryan Wilcox from Nova Centurion in that green cap is just edging into the lead. Bryn Kusa as well in lane 3. This is going to be tight. Ryan Wilcox in the green cap finishing strong, looking like he's going to take it. And he touches back first, 1:10.52. He takes gold. Bryn Kusa takes silver. And Louis Metzeler of Deepings takes bronze. What a brilliant race. Put your hands together for those finalists, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we expected this evening. Top class racing. And that was a brilliantly timed 100 meters from the winner, Ryan Wilcox. Didn't turn in first, but it was a superb final 25 meters to get himself the victory. Next up will be the men's 16 years 100 meter breaststroke final.
So some incredible scenes there in the spectator gallery. A lot of happy parents and friends at the end of that result, and also a lot of well wishes coming on Twitter as well. Ellie says good luck to Ella, Oliver and Chloe in tonight's finals. From Ellie Becky also says good luck to Amelia Wright and Lily Davis from Atlantis in the 100 breast finals. Go smash it. And one last one for now coming from Sarah saying good luck to all the Wigan best finalists tonight. Keep that coming in. Hashtag SE Swimming. Up next then, ladies and gentlemen, it's the men's 16-year-old 100-metre breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Worcester, Harvey Lloyd. In lane 1 from City of Oxford, Frederick Wilkinson. In lane 2 from City of Leeds, Jake Lambert. In 3 from Harrogate, Joseph Moore. In lane 4 from City of Liverpool, Jack Roberts. In lane 5 from Basildon and Phoenix, Samuel Bryan. In lane 6 from Leatherhead, Benjamin Simpson. In lane 7 from City of Sheffield, Owen Ottaway. In lane 8 from Bournemouth Collegiate, Christian Tye. And in lane 9 from Camden Swiss Cottage, Alexander Borisov. This is the men's 16-year-old 100-metre breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
Fantastic start to these finals tonight. This is the third one in the men's 100-metre breaststroke. 2 to come after this. We've seen a couple of belters so far in the pool. What will this one muster? Coming up towards the halfway point here. Tight battle at the moment between lanes 3, 5 and 6. That's Joseph Moore of Harrogate, Jack Roberts of City of Liverpool and Samuel Bryan in lane 5 from Basildon and Phoenix. Good start being made as well in 2 by City of Leeds' Jake Lambert as they make the turn for home. It is going to be a very tight contest indeed at the moment. It looks like 5 or 6 are all in contention for the podium finishers. 25 metres to go now, and trying to break away in lane 4 is Jack Roberts of City of Liverpool. He's not going his own way though, and to his left is Joseph Moore of Harrogate in the black cap in lane 3, really beginning to put on the afterburners now. Still a tussle going on between Samuel Bryan in 5 and Benjamin Simpson in 6 as they come up towards the wall. Gold goes to Harrogate and Joseph Moore, 107.88 the winning time there. Silver for Samuel Bryan of Basildon and Phoenix on 108.52. And bronze picked up by Benjamin Simpson of Leatherhead. We said it'd be close between that front 5, all coming inside 110 in the end. Topped by Joseph Moore of Harrogate, who takes gold.
Thank you, swimmers. Please do fall by the referee's side.
As well as all the fantastic tweets coming in and messages of support, remember, use the same hashtag to enter our social media competition. Our kit sponsors, TIA, are providing some brilliant prizes, including a kit bag this evening, and all you have to do is send in a picture of yourself. The more creative, the better. You can do that from your seats, you can do it from your living room if you're watching on the live stream at home, or you can head into the main entry here at Ponds Forge, where Swim England have got some stuff set up. Bit of a beach scene, and maybe you can put on some props and send in a brilliant picture with the opportunity of winning a prize. Simply use the hashtag SE Swimming. Now time to welcome the athletes for the men's 17 years 100-metre breaststroke final. Please welcome to lane 0 from Guildford City, Sam Nixon. In lane 1 from Halifax, Matthew Creedonus. In lane 2 from Mount Kelly, Ben Harrison. In 3 from Cockermouth, Connor Joyce. From City of Manchester Aquatics in lane 4, Jack O'Brien. In lane 5 from Preston, Keenan Young. From Plymouth Leander in lane 6, Morgan Newman. In lane 7 from Deventio, Joshua Pemberton. From Plymouth Leander in lane 8, Tom Beagley. And in lane 9 from Yeovil, Aaron Bartlett. Ladies and gentlemen, your 17 years of age, 100-meter breaststroke finalists.
Take your mark.
All of the swimmers heads out of the water and racing then in this men's 70s 100-meter breaststroke final. Jack O'Brien in the black swim cap in lane 4 was the fastest qualifier. He swam 1:06.03 this morning. And just behind him, 1:06.63 was Keenan Young to his right-hand side at the moment in lane 5. So let's have a look at the turns. It is Keenan Young who turns in 1st place, Connor Joyce in 2nd, and Jack O'Brien in 3rd. What an interesting middle 3 lanes that is. Will there be a bolter either side of them to come and take this crown? Sam Nixon going quite well in lane 0, but it's looking like one of the middle lanes to take it. Keep your eye on the black cap of Jack O'Brien, and to his right hand side, Keenan Young with the red cap is in lane 5. It looks a little bit late for the man in lane 3, Connor Joyce, and a strong finish from Jack O'Brien. He's going to get there first, and he does. 1:05.54, quicker than he went this morning. Keenan Young of Preston gets 2nd, and Ben Harrison from Mount Kelly gets 3rd. That one going to 4, and there is the confirmation there. The medals in that 17 years 100-meter breaststroke final. Jack O'Brien of City of Manchester Aquatics picking up gold. Preston's Keenan Young out of lane 5 gets 2nd. 3rd place and the bronze medal from Mount Kelly. It is Ben Harrison.
Next up, it's the men's 18 years and over 100-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Plymouth Leander, Harry James. In lane 1 from City of Sheffield, Luke Howdell. In lane 2 from Plymouth Leander, Marcus Gardner. In lane 3 from Derwentide, Joel O'Halloran. In lane 4 from City of Oxford, Team Mackay champion. In lane 5 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Robert Cowley. In lane 6 from Ealing, John Britton. In lane 7 from Loughborough University, Kevin Wallbank. In lane 8 from Plymouth Leander, Adam Chillingworth. And in lane 9 from Barnet Cockpool, Yaron Gerber. This is the men's 18 years and over 100-meter breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
And away we go. Toby Mackay, champion of City of Oxford, the favourite for this one, coming into this final with a heat time this morning of 104.17, only fractionally ahead of that of Robert Cowley in lane 5 of City of Manchester Aquatics, 0.13. The amount of seconds separating those two. There's a bit of gap here though, and it's in favour of Robert Cowley, but the man leading the way at the moment, Joel Halloran in lane 3 of Derwent side. So a lot to be sorted out here in the next 30 metres or so. It is very close indeed. Luke Howdell of City of Sheffield, of course, was here last week in the British Swimming Summer Championships. He's back for more action as well here tonight, and he's looking for gold. He was looking good for it around 20 metres ago, but inside of him there are a lot of swimmers beginning to come on strong now. One of them in lane 6, John Britton of Ealing, as we get to the real nitty-gritty stage of this finals. And 5 or 6 going for gold here, really close indeed. And Toby Mackay, champion, is the champion for City of Oxford. 103.55, the gold medal winning time there. Marcus Gardner of Plymouth Leander gets the silver, and Luke Howdell ultimately has to settle for bronze. It was all mightily close between that front 6 or 7 there, coming in towards the wall. And the front 3, in the end, all inside of 1:04. Toby Mackay, champion on top. Marcus Gardner, silver. And Luke Howdell with the bronze for City of Sheffield.
Thank you, Thomas. Please be told by the referee side.
So our first medal ceremony of the night coming up in a few moments' time. Can we please have all the breaststroke medalists, please, to the timing suite as soon as possible, please. The breaststroke medalists to the timing suite as soon as possible, please. Thank you. So first match of races over and done with for now. The hashtag littered at the moment with many people watching in Ponce Forge and on the live stream as well, sending their good looks and congratulations as well. Freya says good luck to Amelia and Lily in the 100 breast finals. Go and win. So London Disability Swimming Club saying fantastic results tonight. Gold for Aaron in the 100 free. 2-second PB for Leah. And also Kate saying, watching from Corfu, congratulations to Joe Moore from Harrogate. Gold in the 16 years 100 metre breaststroke. Do make sure you're coming and tweeting us. Hashtag SE Swimming is where you want to be. Got some more swimming on the way in a few moments' time. In the not too distant future, here's the medal ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation for the Swim England National Summer Meet men's and women's multi-classification 100-meter freestyle competition. The medals will be presented by Kay Grimshaw, Sport Governing Board Member, Richard Whitehead, Sport Governing Board Member, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. Men's bronze medalist from Mount Kelly, Finley Middleton. Men's silver medalist from Northampton, William Perry. Joint women's silver medalists from Gloucester, Harriet Dickinson. And from Cockermouth, Drew Stables. Men's gold medalist and 100-meter freestyle champion from Ealing, Aaron Maddox. Women's gold medalist and 100-meter freestyle champion from Carnforth, Hope Gordon. Ponds Forge, one more time, show your appreciation for our medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation for the men's 13-14 100-meter breaststroke and men's 15 100-meter breaststroke. The medals will be presented by Richard Whitehead, Sport Governing Board Member, Kay Grimshaw, Sport Governing Board Member, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. The 13-14 bronze medalist representing Nova Centurion, Dominic Bools. The 15s bronze medalist representing Deepings, Louis Metzeler. The 13s-14 silver medalist representing Northampton, Harvey Freeman. The 15s silver medalist representing Bishop Stortford, Bryn Kusa. The 13s, 14s gold medalist, representing Bournemouth, Drew McGregor. And the 15s gold medalist, representing Nova Centurion, Ryan Wilcox. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our medalists. The medal presentation ceremonies for the men's 16 years, 17 years and 18 years 100-meter breaststroke. Medals presented by Kay Grimshaw, Sport Governing Board member, Richard Whitehead, Sport Governing Board member, and Anne Ray, Swim England president. The 16 years bronze medalist, representing Leatherhead, Benjamin Simpson. The 17 years bronze medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Ben Harrison. The 18s and overs bronze medalist, representing City of Sheffield, Luke Howdall. The 16 years silver medalist, representing Basildon and Phoenix, Samuel Bryan. The 17 years silver medalist, representing Preston, Keenan Young. And the 18 and over silver medalist, representing Plymouth Leander, Marcus Gardner. Men's 16 years gold medalist, representing Harrogate, Joseph Moore. Men's 17 years gold medalist, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Jack O'Brien. And 18 years and over 100-meter breaststroke gold medalist, representing City of Oxford, Toby Mackay-Champion. Once again, Ponds Forge, please show your appreciation for our medalists. Back to the action in the pool then. It is time for the women's 12 and 13 years 100 meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, representing Nova Centurion, Meruan Jones. In lane 1, representing UEA Norwich, Charlotte Abramson. In 2, representing Cleethorpes, Ella Bainbridge. From City of Bristol, in lane 3, Georgia Gussie. From Flitwick, in lane 4, Imogen Lambert. In lane 5, from Dinnerton, Emily Morgan Hughes. Representing City of Bradford, in lane 6, Hermione Rowe. From Wigan Best, in lane 7, Faye Bayman. In lane 8, representing City of Birmingham, Millie Checkley. And in lane 9, from Plymouth Leander, Alexandra Matichuk. Ladies and gentlemen, your 12 and 13 years 100 meter breaststroke finalists.
Take your marks.
These the fastest 10 in qualifiers this morning then, all to book themselves a place in this final. Imogen Lambert of Flitwick, the one in the paint-splattered cap in lane 4. She was the fastest qualifier. 1:16.25 is what she swam this morning, but plenty of times around her. And just to her left in lane 5, Emily Morgan Hughes from Dinnerton, going very, very well in that white cap. Will she be the first at the turn? Let's keep our eyes on the board. There's a few that are very close there. Emily Morgan Hughes there turns in first, 36.07. In second, it's Ella Bainbridge from Cleethorpes, and Alexandra Matichuk in lane number 9 there on the outside. It's not a particularly fancied lane, but she did very well, turning in third place. This very, very close indeed. In lane number 4, Imogen Lambert starting to just make her way to the front now, but Ella Bainbridge from Cleethorpes in lane 2, she's putting herself in contention for the medals as well. Those gold, silver and bronze are going to be coming from anywhere in the pool. However, Imogen Lambert just starting to pull away now, getting herself a shoulder length in front. She'll stop the clock first. Imogen Lambert, 1:15.97. Hermione Rowe with an excellent last 25 metres, 1:16.04 for second. And Morgan Hughes getting third in an excellent women's 12 and 13 years breaststroke final. Lambert from Rowe, from Morgan Hughes.
Thank you, sir. Next is autumn at a tiny swing side.
It's now time for the women's 14 years 100 meter breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Tigers Jersey, Alyssa Polak. In lane 1 from Millfield, Alice Chan. In lane 2 from Carlisle Aquatics, Sophie Huggan. In lane 3 from Leatherhead, Anna Stansfield. In lane 4 from Dulwich Dolphins, Frances New. In lane 5 from Beckenham, Lydia Mitchell. In lane 6 from Team Luton, Kira Rogers. In lane 7 from Wigan Bears, Jennifer Green. In lane 8 from Borough of Newham, Camelia Stoimanova. And in lane 9 from Nova Centurion, Holly Mae Dove. This is the women's 14-year-old 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Here we go then, not the ideal start being made by Lydia Mitchell in lane 5 from Beckenham, which has allowed Frances New in 4 from Dulwich Dolphins just to slightly get away ahead out of the 2 favourites, but even further to that, right in lane 3, Anna Stansfield of Leatherhead, wasting no time at all, but coming up towards the halfway point, and I think she'll be the one that gets towards the wall first. These split times will be very interesting indeed. Indeed, it is Anna Stansfield currently in first position. Alice Chan of Millfield in lane 1 in second, and Frances New of Dulwich Dolphins so far in that provisional 3rd spot, with a vertical line spreading all the way from lane 0 to 9 here between all 10 of these swimmers as they come in towards the final 30 metres. Pick a name out of a hat and see which one you get, because it really is that tight as to who will get these podium finishers. In lane 3, Anna Stansfield of Leatherhead still continuing where she started from. Alice Chan pushing a bit further on as well and ramping up another gear in lane 5. Lydia Mitchell of Beckenham. Also in 7, Jennifer Green of Wigan Best. It's all going off here with 4 swimmers coming in towards the wall. Oh, Lydia Mitchell just getting there in first position. Jennifer Green picks up silver, and in joint bronze position, Anna Stansfield of Leatherhead and Alice Chan of Millfield. We said it'd be close between that front 4. Usually, when you've got a quartet closing in towards the wall, you suspect one of them will miss out. Not in this case, though, with Lydia Mitchell getting gold, Jennifer Green silver, and Anna Stansfield and Alice Chan both sharing the bronze.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to welcome the athletes for the women 15 years 100 meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, representing Southport, Victoria Dawson. From Wirral Metro in lane 1, Georgia Hittner. In lane 2, representing Atlantis, Amelia Wright. From York City in lane 3, Eleanor Howcroft. In lane 4, representing City of Leeds, Catherine Russell. From Hatfield in lane 5, Sophie Payne. From Halesowen in lane 6, Olivia J. In lane 7, from Warrington Warriors, Caitlin Shingler. From Kingston upon Hull in lane 8, Amy Corcoran. And in lane 9, from Plymouth Leander, Grace Pointer. Your women's 15 years 100 meter breaststroke finalists.
Take your marks.
Well, this is the 10th final of the night. The women's 15 years 100 meter breaststroke final. Well, will it live up to the quality we had in the 14 years? It was an absolutely neck and neck race. What we've come to expect here at Ponds Forge in these national finals. The fastest qualifier this morning from City of Leeds, Catherine Russell. She's gone out well. She's in that yellow swim cap in lane 4. The only one to break 1:16 in the qualifiers, and she is going to be first at the turn as well. 34.70. This is a quick time. Victoria Dawson on the outside from Southport, though. She's doing well in lane 0, the closest to our commentary position. But now is the time when it tightens up. This is the final, remember. These swimmers leaving absolutely nothing in the pool. There's Catherine Russell, currently leading in that yellow cap of City of Leeds. Just to her right-hand side in lane 5, Sophie Payne starting to go well in the pink cap, giving herself a chance at the silver medal. And closest to me in lane 0, Victoria Dawson making a dart for that podium. But keep an eye on that black and orange print cap as well. Is there a last-ditch attempt at a medal here? It's going to be Russell who touches first. And what a finish there from Sophie Payne to take second, very close to gold. And Victoria Dawson will take bronze there. We'll wait for that to be finalised. But Catherine Russell, just as she did this morning, finishing fastest, finishing first. It's Russell gold, Payne silver, Dawson, bronze in the women's 100 meter 15s breaststroke.
Thank you, Swimmers. To the water by the timing swing side.
Some excellent finals so far then. Of course, you're keeping up with us on Twitter as well. Hashtag SE Swimming. Great picture from Otti on Twitter saying, so proud of Owen Ottaway in the final in his very first nationals. Support from around the world. Smashed it. Great picture. The whole family looking at the live stream there on the tablet and watching on fantastic sport coming from in venue and at home as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the poolside for the women's 16 years 100 metre breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Poole, Jasmine McRae. In lane 1 from Borough of Kirklees, Emily Hurst. In lane 2 from Hatfield, Nadine Smith. In lane 3 from Great Yarmouth, Honey Harvey. In lane 4 from Sevenside, Caitlin Lynham. In lane 5 from Radford, Holly McGarver. In lane 6 from City of Peterborough, Lauren Harrison. In lane 7 from Rushmore Royal, Lucy Moores. In lane 8 from Pioneer 79, Ellie Ward. And in lane 9 from Daventio XL, Kelsey Geary. This is the women's 16-year-old 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
Away we go then, and just from that jump into the pool alone, a bit of a disjointed start here from 10 of the swimmers, with lane 0 in particular, Jasmine McRae of Poole managing to peak in front. In lane 4 as well, in the all-purple, is Caitlin Lynham of Sevenside. She's not doing too bad either, just ahead of fellow favourite in this final, Holly McGarver of Radford. Of course, that is just on paper, those two big favourites. It can all change in the pool as we've seen tonight. On the turn halfway through, with Caitlin Lynham of Sevenside marginally in front of Holly McGarver. Jasmine McRae up there in contention as well, as is Lauren Harrison in lane 6 from City of Peterborough. We embark into the final 30 metres here. Around 5 or 6 swimmers in contention still of that podium finish. Jasmine McRae of Poole starting in this final, and she has continued to go as well in the yellow cap. But you can see the trio in 4, 5 and 6 beginning to line up and strike a threat towards the podium. Caitlin Lynham in 4, Holly McGarver in 5 and Lauren Harrison in lane 6. They're the three going up towards the wall, led by Lauren Harrison, who manages to take gold as well. 1:15.19 for the City of Peterborough swimmer. Radford's Holly McGarver gets silver, and Sevenside's Caitlin Lynham manages to pick up the bronze in the end. Jasmine McRae, very cruel indeed, just missing out by 0.11 seconds on a podium position. It's a confirmation of Lauren Harrison's gold medal up on the scoreboard now. Fantastic swim from her second spot, Holly McGarver, and Caitlin Lynham confirmed as bronze.
Let's welcome the swimmers for the women's 17s 100 metre breaststroke. In lane 0, representing Burnley Bobcats, Miranda Bauer. In lane 1, representing City of Oxford, Maya Little. From Warrington Warriors in lane 2, Shannon Campbell. Representing Isle of Man in lane 3, Stephanie Brew. From Atlantis in lane 4, Lily Davis. In lane 5, from Mount Kelly, Morgan Penny. From Royal Wolverhampton in lane 6, Eleanor Hatton. In lane 7, from Bath University, Lily West. From City of Cambridge in lane 8, Catherine Lovies. And in lane 9, from Boldmere, Emily Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, your 17 and over women's 100-meter breaststroke finalists.
Take your mark.
We've had some remarkable swimming so far in this women's breaststroke competition, and this could be the best of the lot. Lane 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 separated by less than 0.4 of a second in the qualifiers this morning, and look at that as we approach the 40-meter mark. There's absolutely nothing between them whatsoever. Who will be the first at the turn? So difficult to tell from up here, so we'll let the scoreboard decide. Shannon Campbell in lane 2, just ahead of Stephanie Brew in 3, and then Lily Davis in 4 turns in 3rd place. Morgan Penny in 4th from Mount Kelly in lane 5. That is where all of the action is. In lane 3 at the moment then, it's Stephanie Brew in that white cap, just out ahead, but it's whoever comes out of the water first. This is going to be a tight finish. Morgan Penny there in lane 5, edging her way out to the front, and keep your eye on lane 7 as well. Lily West in the pink cap, she's putting in a late burst for a medal. In lane 2, Shannon Campbell in the Warrington Warriors colours. She could be up there as well, but it is going to be, well, take your pick. Who is going to get the medals? The first to touch, Shannon Campbell, 1:13.71. That is quick. Lily Davis in lane 4 from Atlantis gets silver, and Stephanie Brew, sandwiched in between them, manages to pick up a bronze from the Isle of Man, and they are quickly confirmed as well. Shannon Campbell gets first, Lily Davis picks up second, and Stephanie Brew gets 3rd place. Gold, silver and bronze then. A superb race. A quick time too, 1:13.71 in the women's 17 and over 100-meter breaststroke final. Well, we're getting plenty of entrants into the competition, the picture competition that is. You've got the opportunity to win a tier kit bag that we're going to be giving away this evening. All you have to do is send a picture into SE Swimming. We've got so many tweets coming in, messages of support for swimmers swimming this evening, and of course the brilliant times that have already been in the pool. Whether you're here inside the venue or you're watching at home, then send us in a picture, a selfie of you having a great time here at the Swimming National Summer Meet 2017. Pop the hashtag SE Swimming on it. That's all you have to do to enter the competition, and we'll be giving away the prize a little bit later on in this session.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 100-meter breaststroke. The medals will be presented by Swim England President Anne Ray, Swim England Vice President Richard Whitehead, and Sport Governing Board member Kay Grimshaw. The winners of the bronze medals. In the 12-13 years category, representing Dinnerton, Emily Morgan-Hughes. In the 14 years category, representing Leatherhead, Anna Stansfield. And also in the 14-year category, representing Millfield, is Alice Chan, who is unable to collect her medal at this time. the winners of the silver medals. In the 12-13 year age category, representing City of Bradford, Hermione Rowe. And in the 14-year category, representing Wigan Best, Jennifer Green. The winners of the gold medals. In the 12-13 year age category, representing Flitwick, Imogen Lambert. In the 14-year category, representing Beckenham, Lydia Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your medal winners. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 100-meter breaststroke. The winners of the bronze medals. In the 15 years category, representing Southport, Victoria Dawson. In the 16-year category, representing Sevenside, Caitlin Lynham. And in the 17 years and over category, representing Isle of Man, Stephanie Broom. The winners of the silver medals. In the 15-year category, representing Hatfield, Sophie Payne. In the 16-year category, representing Radford, Holly McGarver. And in the 17 years and over category, representing Atlantis, Lily Davis. The winners of the gold medals. In the 15-year category, representing City of Leeds, Catherine Russell. In the 16-year category, representing City of Peterborough, Lauren Harrison. And in the 17 years and over category, representing Warrington Warriors, Shannon Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your medal winners.
Back to the action then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome the athletes for the men's 13 and 14 years 200-meter freestyle. Representing Hillingdon in lane 0, Dylan Charner. From Reading in lane 1, James Hart. In lane 2, representing Hillingdon, Arian Lally. In lane 3, representing UEA Norwich, Nathan Woodrow. Representing Thanet Swim in lane 4, Charlie Langford. In lane 5, from City of Coventry, Tommy Smith. From City of Oxford in lane 6, Nicholas Skelton. In lane 7, from Nova Centurion, Joseph Kingsland. Representing Northampton in lane 8, Jevon Penny. And in lane 9, representing Daventio, Jacob Whittle. Ladies and gentlemen, your 13 and 14 years 200 meter freestyle finalists.
Okay, your mark.
Change of events then, the 200 freestyle. 4 lengths and pacing, very important. As with the previous finals we've had, the quickest from this morning's qualifiers are in the middle lane. So Thanet Swim's Charlie Langford swam 2:02.52 earlier, but he is second to the turn. Tommy Smith in lane 5 from City of Coventry, 28 flat for that opening 50 metres. But those 3 in the middle, they're very close. Lane 6, 5 and 4, all very tight. In lane 6, it's Nicholas Skelton from City of Oxford in that navy blue cap. He's neck and neck with Tommy Smith as we reach the halfway point here. It's going to be close to a minute as well. Quick pace here in this 13 and 14 years 200 metre freestyle. Skelton turns in first place. Tommy Smith 59.01 in second, and Charlie Langford from Thanet Swim in third, 59.47. Nathan Woodrow having a good go at it as well, representing UEA Norwich. And it's kind of a spearhead, as we expected. The middle lane's just pulling away from the guys in the outside lanes. In lane 9, over on the far side there, as we look at it, Jacob Whittle is there. Just needs to work a little bit harder to keep up with these now as we go into the final 50 metres. This is where the race is decided. It's all about pacing the first 3 lengths and then powering away in the 4th. So in lane 4, it is Charlie Langford. He was the quickest this morning, and is he going to be the quickest this evening as well? In that white cap, he's just 1 stroke ahead. There's not a lot in it there's not a lot in it between them all, and second and third is super tight as well. Lane 3 and lane 2 are all in the mix, and in fact it is lane 4, Charlie Langford, who gets the win, and in lane 2, Arian Lally takes second, and Nathan Woodrow picks up third for UEA Norwich. Another fantastic race to start the 200 metre freestyle competition. Langford goes quicker again. 2:01.85, an excellent time from here. Arian Lally breaks 2:02.5 and pips Nathan Woodrow by just 0.07 of a second. There's the confirmation. Langford gets gold, Lally gets silver, Woodrow gets bronze, and next up it is the 15 years 200 freestyle.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, with the men's 13-14-year-old 15-year-old 200 metre freestyle final. In lane 0, from Dulwich Dolphins, Willem Costa. In lane 1, from Stafford, Finn Nicol. In lane 2, from City of Lincoln, William Barber. In lane 3, from Mount Kelly, Joseph Russell. In lane 4, from City of Birmingham, Jacob Davies. In lane 5, from Basildon and Phoenix, James Cooper. In lane 6, from Derwenside, Aaron Beckford. In lane 7, from Wickham District, Joshua Williams. In lane 8, from City of Salford, Ewan Wilson. And in lane 9, from Royal Wolverhampton, Thomas Watkin. This is the men's 15-year-old 200 metre freestyle final. Jacob Davis, the overwhelming favourite for this one in lane 4 from City of Birmingham. The only one to get a time in the heats out of these 10 less than 2 minutes, and that was 1:58.01 this morning. A very good time indeed from the Birmingham swimmer. What can he produce here in the final tonight? Very early stages at this moment after a quarter of the race, but he is the one that leads the way. Finn Nicol currently in second, with William Barber next to him in lane 2, currently in third position. Very even stuff so far though. Just managing to get his head above everybody else. Here's Jacob Davis as we approach the halfway stage. Good start being made into by William Barber of City of Lincoln. He was one of a handful of swimmers in this race who, of course, were here last week for the British Swimming Championships as well. Fatigue definitely not playing a part at this moment in time, particularly for the swimmer from the second city, Jacob Davis, who's still the one who leads the way. Can he extend his lead even further, or will he be caught from behind? William Barber still in second is the man who is closest to doing that, but beginning to put on a bit of a challenge now in lanes 3 and 5 with Joseph Russell and James Cooper respectively. Still trying to knock on the door in lane 6 from Derwent's side is Aaron Beckford as we make our way now into the final 50 metres. Jacob Davies making the turn first, William Barber still in second, and now Joseph Russell in lane 3 has managed to propel himself into third position, but level with him in lane 1 is Finn Nicol, and also going well in lane 5 James Cooper at Basildon and Phoenix. But really now those three swimmers need to start putting the foot on the gas, because we're into the final 20 metres. Jacob Davies clearly leading the way towards the front, but it is very close indeed for silver and bronze now between William Barber in 2, Joseph Russell in 3 and James Cooper in 5. Jacob Davies in first gets gold. We knew that, but Joseph Russell manages to secure silver just ahead of James Cooper. William Barber agonisingly missing out there by 0.13 seconds. It really was that close between the front four, all coming inside 2 minutes. Jacob Davies topping things though for City of Birmingham. 1:57.35, he wins gold.
The next event in the pool is the men's 16 years 200 meter freestyle final. Please welcome the swimmers to the pool. In lane 0, representing Royal Wolverhampton, Ben Coe. In lane 1, from Crew Flyers, Marcus Cook. From Maxwell in lane 2, Matthew Burton. In lane 3, representing City of Coventry, Jaime Connell. From City of St Albans in lane 4, Michael Ripper. In lane 5, representing City of Hereford, Finn Lewis Gale. From City of St Albans in lane 6, Jude Lydiard. From City of St Albans in lane 7, Ralph Munster. From Berkhamsted in lane 8, James Channels. And in lane 9, representing Bournemouth Collegiate, Benjamin Samuel. Ladies and gentlemen, your men's 16 years 200 meter freestyle finalists.
Take your marks.
City of St Albans dominating proceedings here in this 16 years 200 meter freestyle finalists. No fewer than 3 representing that club, including the quickest in the field this morning. The only man to break 2 minutes in his qualifying swim is in lane 4. That is Michael Ripper. What a training group they've got. Jude Lydiard in 6 and Ralph Munster in 7. Both swimming 2:01, or just over 2:01. So they will all have eyes on medals, and it has been a good start in lane 2 from Matthew Burton from Maxwell as well. He's in that white swim cap, but you could Throw a blanket over pretty much all of them at the moment. It is very tight as we approach the halfway point. 4 lengths of freestyle. Michael Ripper in gold cap in lane 4, just making his way to the front there. He turns in 3rd position, 58.12, but we can't really look too much into that. Marcus Cook of Crew Flyers turning 2nd quickest, and Ralph Munster, City of St Albans, turning in 1st place as we approach 75 metres to go. This really hotting up now. Look out for those gold caps in lane 4. It's Michael Ripper. In lane 6, Jude Lydiard there. They're those City of St Albans caps. So going into the final turn, Ripper making his way to the front. Matthew Burton of Maxwell is in 3rd position. And in 2nd, it's Ben Cope in lane 0 on this near side in the blue cap and the purple shorts. He was one of the slowest qualifiers, but he's really putting himself in contention for a medal here with 25 metres to go. Michael Ripper just about in 1st position, but keep your eye on lane 0. Ben Cope having a real good go at this in those purple shorts and the blue cap. He's going to push Ripper all the way, and is he going to touch back first? Not quite. Michael Ripper gets there in the end. 1:58.96 for 1st place. Ben Cope of Royal Wolverhampton. What a swim that is from the outside to take 7. He breaks 2 minutes. And Jude Lydiard, City of St Albans, means they're going to get 2 on the podium. Gold for Ripper, silver for Cope, bronze for Lydiard. A super quick men's 16 years of age 200 meter freestyle competition. Next, we move on to the 70s.
And up next is the men's 17-year-old 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0 from Wirral Metro, Elliot Pickford. In lane 1 from Mount Kelly, Henry Dixon. In lane 2 from Wickham District, Benjamin Prosser. In lane 3 from Maxwell, William Martin. In lane 4 from Wigan Best, Harley Beansters. In lane 5 from City of Peterborough, Jamie Scholes. In lane 6 from Royal Wolverhampton, Kane Murcott. In lane 7 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Jared Armstrong. In lane 8 from Borough of Harrow, Ben Hooper. And in lane 9 from Ealing, Oscar Jameson. This is the men's 17-year-old 200 metre freestyle final. And away we go, and a fast and furious start being made down the centre of the pool here. Lane 4, Harley Beansters, and Jamie Scholes as well in lane 5 from City of Peterborough. Not too far behind him at all. Harley Beansters of Wigan Best in lane 4, setting a new PB this morning of 1:54.03. Jamie Scholes, 1:56.15 he got this morning. He can go quicker than that, as he saved his best for the final tonight. You suspect that he will have to produce something pretty special in order to beat the Wigan Best swimmer down in lane 4. But coming up towards the halfway point, it is those two up in the front 3 positions, and alongside them in lane 3, William Martin of Maxwell. 1:57.59 was his PB this morning. And those three more or less turning simultaneously at the wall after 100 metres. Just on the periphery of them, on either side of that front 3, in lane 6 is Kane Murcott of Royal Wolverhampton, but a bit closer to them in lane 2 is Benjamin Prosser of Wickham District. Can we please have the medal winners from the men's and women's 200 metre freestyle to the timing suite as soon as possible, please. The women's and men's 200 metre freestyle medalists to the timing suite as soon as possible. Thank you. Which one of these three, or which three of these lot will be in that medalist ceremony tonight. 25 metres to go, and all the way it has looked like it'll be Harley Binches and Jamie Scholes in 4 and 5, and that certainly has not changed at all. William Martin slightly losing grip of the front three here. He's managing to withstand the competition coming from 2 and 6. Benjamin Prosser and Kay Murcott, but at the front we look to the wall, and Harley Binches, was it ever in doubt? 153.6, a second PB of the day for him, sees him get his gold medal. Jamie Scholes in second secures silver, and William Martin just about completes the podium there. Looking a bit hairy-scary towards the end with Kay Murcott and Benjamin Prosser, both in the end in joint fifth. Elliot Pickford wasn't too far away either. But confirmation of your podium finishers at the top of the scoreboard now. Binches, Scholes and Martin.
Please welcome the swimmers to the pool deck for the men's 18 years and over 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0, representing Isle of Man, Joel Waterson. In lane 1, from Basildon Phoenix, Connor Harold. From Wigan Best, in lane 2, it's Declan Hall. In lane 3, representing Leatherhead, James Wilkes. In lane 4, from Loughborough University, Nathan Wells. From City of Salford, swimming in lane 5, Lewis Clough. From Ealing, in lane 6, it's John Britton. Representing Northampton, swimming in lane 7, Adele El Fakir. Also from Northampton, in lane 8, Liam Snook. This is the men's 18 years and over 200 meter freestyle final.
Take your mark.
Nathan Wells, very much the man to be in this 18 years and over 200 metre final. The 19-year-old from Loughborough University, the only man to go under 154 this morning. In fact, he swam 153.28, a superb time from him. Closest was nearly a second behind, and that's the man in lane 5 from City of Salford, Lewis Clough. So the two men in those yellow rope lanes then. Nathan Wells in the purple cap from Loughborough University, and Lewis Clough from City of Salford in the yellow cap with the red writing. In lane 2 at the moment, though, Declan Hall from Wigan Best. He's doing well, just ahead of Nathan Wells of Loughborough University. Everyone else pretty much in a straight line, giving themselves a lot to do as we reach the halfway point. Lewis Clough turns in first, 54.58. Wells turns in third, and Declan Hall there from Wigan Best out in lane 2 in second place. Lewis Clough going well now. He's about half a body in front of Lewis Clough, but of course it can all change as we approach around about 70 metres to go. Clough from Wells. And then lane 6 and lane 3 currently battling it out for third position. However, that is a good turn from Wells. So we go into a shootout for the gold medal, into the final 50 metres. Wells in the purple swim cap, Clough in the yellow, and now it's when Wells starts to get back on terms. We're over halfway into the final leg, about 15 metres to go. Wells just starting to edge in front from Lewis Clough. The battle for third's interesting too. James Wilkes is there in lane 3, as is Britain in lane 6. It's Wells that touches back first. Clough just behind him, and it's Wilkes from Leatherhead. 1:53.93 is quick enough to get him the bronze medal. Just behind him, 0.16 of a second is all that's between John Britton and the podium. But there is the confirmation. Nathan Wells picks up gold, 1:52.03. Lewis Clough, City of Salford, gets silver. James Wilkes of Leatherhead gets bronze. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation ceremony for the men's 13, 14 years 200 freestyle and 15 years 200 freestyle. Medals presented by Kay Grimshaw, Sport Governing Board Member, Richard Whitehead, Swim England Vice President, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. The bronze medalists in the 13 and 14 years category, representing UEA Norwich, Nathan Woodrow. And in the 15s, representing Basildon and Phoenix, James Cooper. Silver medalists in the 13 and 14 years category, representing Hillingdon, Arian Lally. And in the 15s, representing Mount Kelly, Joseph Russell. The gold medalists in the 13s and 14s, representing Thanet Swim, Charlie Langford. And in the 15s, representing City of Birmingham, Jacob Davies. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your medalists. Please welcome the medal presentation ceremony for the 16 years, 17 years and 18 years and over men's 200 meter freestyle. The bronze medalists in the 16s age category, representing City of St Albans, Jude Lydiard. In the 17s, representing Maxwell, William Martin. And in the 18s and overs, representing Leatherhead, James Wilkes. The silver medalists In the under-16s category, representing Royal Wolverhampton, Ben Cope. In the 17s, from City of Peterborough, Jamie Scholes. And in the 18s and overs, from City of Salford, Lewis Clough. The gold medalists in the 16 years category, from City of St Albans, Michael Ripper. In the 17s, representing Wigan Best, Harley Pinches. And the 18s and overs gold medalist from Loughborough University, Nathan Wells. Ponds Forge, show your appreciation for our medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, still lots of entries coming in, and we are, of course, giving away that prize courtesy of Tia a little bit later on. Get those pictures in before it's too late to enter the competition. Simply use the hashtag SESwimming for a chance to win a Tia kit bag that we're giving away inside the venue tonight.
Let's get back to the action then, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is the women's 12 to 13-year-old 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0 from City of Sheffield, Izzy May Reeves. In lane 1 from Barnes, Adelaida Gradilas. In lane 2 from Borough of Waltham Forest, Emily Eiley. In lane 3 from Bromley, Tamrin Van Selm. In lane 4 from Colchester, Sophie Freeman. In lane 5 from City of Leicester, Chloe Baxter. In lane 6 from Stockport Metro, Amy West. In lane 7 from Team Ipswich, Sapphire Button. In lane 8 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Chiara Tomasello. And in lane 9 from Guildford City, Jasmine Findlay. This is the women's 12 to 13-year-old 200 meter freestyle final.
Take your marks.
Off we go then. 5 PBs set from these 10 swimmers earlier on in the heats today, and one of them was set by Sophie Freeman of Colchester in lane 4. The fastest C going into this final, her time 2:09.62, and it was around 1.5 seconds in front of nearest rival Chloe Baxter in lane 5 of City of Leicester. It can go a little bit quicker than her 2:11.09 that she got in the heats earlier on today. As you'd expect in the first quarter of this final, a very even start indeed. Sophie Freeman slightly at the spearhead of it, with Tamrin Van Selm, who got a great cheer going in lane 3 from Bromley, and Chloe Baxter in lane 5 of City of Leicester either side of her. In fact, it is the latter, Chloe Baxter of City of Leicester, who leads the way coming up towards the halfway point, but certainly nothing is certain at this moment in time as to who's going to take those all-important podium positions. Up we come towards the back end of that first 100 then. Chloe Baxter touching in first towards the wall, 1:02.41 the split time, with Sophie Freeman in second and Tamrin Van Selm still just on the periphery of the front two in third position. Also going nicely in lane 2 is Emily Eiley of Borough of Waltham Forest, who qualified from the outside lane earlier on today in lane 9. And also doing a good job up there in lane 7, Sapphire Button of Team Ipswich, who I suspect will have company very soon in the form of Amy West in lane 6 of Stockport Metro. That's certainly if the form goes to hand in this race. As we come up now towards the final 50 metres, nothing changing at the front, pretty surprisingly, with Chloe Baxter ahead still of Sophie Freeman. What has the Colchester swimmer in lane 4 got in her locker going into the all-important 30 metres now? Currently to her left-hand side, she's got to hold on to silver at the moment, with Tammy Van Selm still knocking on the door in lane 3, and Emily Eiley up there in lane 2 as well. The challenge of a podium finish from Sophia Button in lane 7 beginning to dwindle as the front 4 begin to come into home now. Leading the way, Chloe Baxter and City of Leicester. That is not going to change. Silver and bronze will be close. Gold a formality for Chloe Baxter. Silver secured by Sophie Freeman, and Tammy Van Selm getting the cheers going on the near side here as Bromley claim a bronze. Just ahead of Emily Eiley and Borough of Waltham Forest. Only 0.11 seconds in it. We can see confirmation of that final up on the scoreboard there. Chloe Baxter topping things for City of Leicester. Sophie Freeman having to settle for silver. And Tammy Van Selm gets her hands on a bronze.
Next in the pool, it is time to welcome the athletes for the women's 14 years 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0, representing West Suffolk, Angharad Evans. From Team Bath, in lane 1, Alice Barton. In lane 2, from Barnet Copthall, Fleur Lewis. Representing City of Sheffield, in lane 3, Safira Gabani. In lane 4, representing Mid Sussex, Charlotte Johnson. Representing Tennington, in lane 5, Beatrice Varley. Representing Southport, in lane 6, Jessica Morgan. In lane 7, representing Exeter City, Charlotte Emery. From Borough of Stockton, in lane 8, Erin Donnelly. And in lane 9, from City of Milton Keynes, Charlotte Wynne-Jones. This is the women's 14 years of age 200 meter freestyle final.
Take your marks.
Beatrice Varley was the standout swimmer this morning alongside Charlotte Johnson. Those two, the only qualifiers to break 2:11. Johnson in the blue swim cap from Mid-Sussex, swimming 2:10.45. Beatrice Varley in the orange, 2:10.78. In lane 3, Safira Gabani from City of Sheffield has got off to a good start. She turned first, 29.96 there over the first 50 metres. Everyone else just feeling their way into this. In fact, in lane 2 is Fleur Lewis from Barnet Copthall. She's just sticking on the shoulder of Gabani in these opening exchanges as we reach the halfway point. Over in lane 9, Charlotte Wynne-Jones from Milton Keynes in that black cap. She's keeping pace with the leaders as well. Gabani turned first at the first turn, and even though the gap is closed, she's also first at halfway as well. So Gabani from Charlotte Wynne-Jones, who's in that far lane, lane 9. The favourites, Johnson and Varley, they are 5th and 4th, but just biding their time. In lane 3, it's still Gabani in that orangey red cap, just cruising towards the front. It's hard work for Charlotte Wynne-Jones over there swimming on her own, especially because she's left Erin Donnelly and Charlotte Emery, who are in 7 and 8 behind as well. But going into the final 50 metres in lane 9, it's going to be the swimmer from Milton Keynes in 1:35.75 who turns first. She's put the hard work in. Fleur Lewis of Barnet Copthall is in second place. Gabani, who led for the first 2 lengths, Yates turns in third, but now lane 3, Safira Gabani starting to turn it on. Inside her though in lane 2, Fleur Lewis going very well, but it's looking like Charlotte Wynne-Jones all the way from lane 9. She's certainly going to medal, but what colour will it be? This is a brilliant finish from Fleur Lewis in lane 2. It's neck and neck between those two, and it goes to Wynne-Jones, winning it from lane 9. What a swim. That is 2:08.69 to take first place. Fleur Lewis 2:09.04 takes second, and Safira Gabani led for the first half of the race and holds on to take her place on the podium. She gets the bronze medal. Charlotte Wynne-Jones confirmed then as the winner of the 14 years 200 meter freestyle. Wynne-Jones from Lewis, from Gabani, gold, silver and bronze.
Up next is the women's 15-year-old 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0 from Basildon and Phoenix, Ellie Wheeler. In lane 1 from Wrecking College, Ella Thatcher-Plant. In lane 2 from Daventure XL, Charlotte Hall. In lane 3 from Kingston upon Hull, Abby Bowden. In lane 4 from City of Peterborough, Mackenzie Wyatt. In lane 5 from City of Peterborough, Mia Leach. In lane 6 from Chesterfield, Chloe Stennett. In lane 7 from Chelmsford, Tia Gardner. In lane 8 from Romford Town, Emily Milton. And in lane 9 from Plymouth Leander, Lucy Armitage. This is the women's 15-year-old 200 meter freestyle final.
Take your marks.
Off and underway then with this, the third of the women's 200 metre freestyle races. 2 corkers so far and 2 to come after this as well. What will the 15-year age group provide? At the moment, very even indeed at the quarter stage, as you may expect at this early point in the race. Chloe Stennett of Chesterfield in lane 6 having the marginal lead so far. Also in lane 5 as well, Mia Leach of City of Peterborough alongside her Peterborough teammate Mackenzie Wyatt in 4, going along very nicely indeed at this moment in time. See City of Peterborough swimmers down the heart of the pool getting PBs this morning. Mia Leach is 2:09.19. Mackenzie Wyatt 0.08 of a second quicker. As we come up towards the halfway point here, we've got around 5 swimmers spanning from lanes 2 to 6, and then also up there as well is Emily Milton in lane 8, turning more or less simultaneously off the wall. So this hotting up very nicely indeed. You can see the arms on poolside, the arms in the spectator gallery, jeering the swimmers on towards the wall as fast as they can. At the minute, it is very tough to tell who out of these 6 is going to take the 3 podium positions. Of course, we've seen a couple of occasions tonight where 4 have ended up on the podium because it has been that close to call. And coming up to the wall now with 50 metres to go, we are none the wiser as to who is going to take this final. Charlotte Hall in lane 2 of Daventure XL, marginally leading the way, and that is because the scoreboard is telling us that on the naked eye it is impossible to tell. Mackenzie Wyatt in lane 4, beginning to kick as fast as she can, as is Mia Leach, her teammate in lane 5, but do not rule out in lane 3 Abby Bowden of Kingston upon Hull, who is really becoming strong on this last 50. Also on the outside in lane 8, Emily Milton up there as well. As we come in towards the wall, it's a 2-horse battle this between Charlotte Hall and Abby Bowden, and in that order they touch in with gold and silver medals respectively. Charlotte Hall just managing to do it there, 2:07.17. Silver for Abby Bowden of Kingston upon Hull, and bronze managed to be attained there by Mia Leach of City of Peterborough. The top three all inside 2:08 and all getting new PBs as well, and they really had to push for those lifetime bests towards the back end of that race. Superb stuff between the front six, all within 1.5 seconds of each other. Tremendous stuff. Charlotte Hall gets gold.
Please welcome the finalists for the women's 16 years 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0, representing Team Bath, Misty Marshall-Welling. In lane 1, from Hemel Hempstead, Alice Bender. From Wrekin College, in lane 2, Zara Lenlu. In lane 3, representing City of Peterborough, Poppy Richardson. Representing Team Bath, in lane 4, it's Rhiannon Bowen. In lane 5, representing Nova Centurion, Jade Kennerall. In 6, from Enfield, Emily Haynes. From St. Felix School, in lane 7, Sonia Tomiotto. Representing Wigan Best, in lane 8, it's Charlotte Nestor. And in lane 9, representing Poole, Jasmine McRae. Your 16 years women's 200 meter freestyle finalists.
Take your marks.
So far this evening, these finals really bringing the best out of the swimmers. We've had personal bests swum, we've even had some fantastic wins from the outside lanes as well. Will this one deliver? Rhiannon Bowen and Jade Kennerall were the quickest this morning, 2:08.07 and 2:08.73 respectively. But as we've seen in the last few finals, form has absolutely gone out of the window. And once again, here it is Jasmine McRae on the outside in lane 9 who turns first. 29.34 for the pool swimmer. Will she be able to hold on to that? Emily Haynes from Enfield turns in third, and Rhiannon Bowen in the middle there from Team Bath in lane 4 turns in second place. She's in that Team Bath dark coloured cap there, and the Nova Centurion cap, that famous green that lights up so many events here for Swim England and British Swimming. Let's have a look at the scores at the halfway point then. Jasmine McRae turning again in first in lane 9 in the yellow cap, closest to you guys who are over there in the main stand. Let's show some encouragement to these swimmers. Team Bath's Rhiannon Bowen hanging on to second place at the moment, but Nova Centurion's Jade Kennerall just starting to edge her way into this race, finding a nice position as we approach 70 metres remaining. On the turn here, it'll be the 50-metre shootout for the medals. Who is going to turn in first position? Jasmine McRae has got herself in a good place, 1:34.32. This could be quick as well. Rhiannon Bowen of Team Bath in second place. Jade Kennerall, Nova Centurion, currently taking up the bronze medal position, but Emily Haynes is in there as well. She is not far behind. It's all about the swimmer on the outside though in lane 9. She's pulling away, if anything, into the final 15 metres. It is the swimmer in lane 9, Jasmine McRae from Nova Centurion's Jade Kennerall. Then anyone could take the bronze at the moment. It's one of 3 swimmers. Keep your eye on the clock. Jasmine McRae wins from 9, 2:05.82. Jade Kennerall takes silver, and Emily Haynes has a fantastic last length to take bronze out of lane 6. There it is confirmed there. McRae gold, Kennerall silver, Haynes bronze in the 16 years 200 freestyle final.
Next up is the women's 17 years and over 200 meter freestyle final. In lane 0 from RTW Monson, Caitlin Fearon. In lane 1 from Newcastle, Jane Brown. In lane 2 from Haverton Waterlooville, Katie Byrne. In lane 3 from City of Sheffield, Isabel Grant. In lane 4 from Loughborough University, Amrita Robertson. In lane 5 from Wandsworth, for Lydia Britton. In lane 6 from Wickham District, Rachel Cox. In lane 7 from Gloucester, Sophie Hall. And in lane 8 from Poole, Thea O'Keefe. This is the women's 17 years and over 200 metre freestyle final.
Your mark.
Well, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fascinating contest on our hands here. In lane 4, Amrita Robertson qualifying this morning from the heats with a season's best of 2:04.64. Her PB is 2:04.38. But in lane 3 is Izzy Grant of City of Sheffield, who last week at the British Swimming Summer Championships was part of the City of Sheffield team that broke a British record in the 4x200 metre freestyle relay. If she can show those sort of qualities here in the pool tonight, then it's going to go right down to the wire between her and the Loughborough swimmer in lane 4. Also in lane 8 as well, from Poole, of course, is Thea O'Keefe, who'll be looking to take a bit of inspiration from her Poole teammate Jasmine McRae, with that fantastic performance from her in the 16-year age group. But at the moment, coming towards the halfway point, it's the duel that we expected. Amrita Robertson in lane 4, level pegging with Izzy Grant in lane 3 of City of Sheffield. As they make the turn, Izzy Grant marginally in front, and by marginally I mean 100th of a second. It could not be much closer between those two at the moment, but Izzy Grant with the better leap off the wall at the halfway point in order to get herself around half a body in front of Amrita Robertson. Izzy Grant's PB 2:03.17, so on paper she is quicker than Amrita Robertson, but of course it is all about the pull tonight. In lane 5 for Lydia Britton of Wandsworth, and also in lane 2 from Haverton Waterlooville, Katie Byrne up there trying to get in the podium positions. A good swim so far from Rachel Cox as well from Wickham District in lane 6, but she'll have to improve a little bit quicker in order to get into podium contention. But as we look now towards the back 30, a diagonal line beginning to span from lane 3 all the way to lane 8 in Izzy Grant's favour. This is looking very good at the moment for the team steel swimmer. She's got a bit of breathing space between her and Amrita Robertson, who really has to push if she's to get the gold medal. And also dragging her into the dogfight for the bronze and silver is for Lydia Britton in lane 5 of Wandsworth. That's going to be close, but Izzy Grant wins it at the wall there, 2:03.35, 0.18 should I say, outside of a PB. Second place for Amrita Robertson of Loughborough University, and Wandsworth for Lydia Britton completes the podium, just missing out on a silver there. Amrita Robertson did really well to stave off that battle from the Wandsworth swimmer and claim silver, but gold, Izzy Grant, City of Sheffield.
We have some medal presentation ceremonies coming up for you shortly, ladies and gentlemen, but take a look at the big screen. That is your reminder of the hashtag. It is SE Swimming. Thank you for all your contributions so far. Thank you for your pictures as well. We've had Lucy Gradilas tweeting in to say, go Adelaide Gradilla, 6th in the 200 free 13 years final. Thanks. Hopefully you have enjoyed watching this evening, whether you're here inside the venue or if you're watching at home. Deborah Gibson says, go Aaron Beckford in the 400 IM. That is taking place a little bit later on, of course. And Isle of Man swim. Congratulate Joel on finishing 8th in the 200 meter free final right here at Ponds Forge. Keep those tweets coming in, ladies and gents. And of course, we need your pictures for the competition as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 200 meter freestyle. The medals will be presented by Swim England Vice President Richard Whitehead, Swim England President Anne Ray, and Swim England's Vice President Kate Grimshaw. The winners of the bronze medals. In the 12-13 year age category, representing Bromley, Tamrin Van Selm, who is unable to collect her medal at the moment. In the 14-year category, representing City of Sheffield, Safira Gabani. The winners of the silver medals. In the 12-13 year age category, representing Colchester, Sophie Freeman, who is unable to collect her medal at the moment. In the 14-year age category, representing Barnet Cockthall, Fleur Lewis. The winners of the gold medals. In the 12-13 year age category, representing City of Leicester, Chloe Baxter. In the 14-year age category, representing City of Milton Keynes, Charlotte Wynne Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your medal winners. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 200 meter freestyle. The winners of the bronze medals. In the 15 years category, representing City of Peterborough, Mia Leach. In the 16-year category, representing Enfield, Emily Hames. In the 17 years and over category, representing Wandsworth, for Lydia Britton. The winners of the silver medals. In the 15 years category, representing Kingston upon Hull, Abby Bowden. In the 16 years category, representing Nova Centurion, Jade Kennerall. In the 17 years and over category, representing Loughborough University, Amrita Robertson. The winners of the gold medals. In the 15 years category, representing Devonshire XL, Charlotte Hall. In the 16 years category, representing Poole, Jasmine McCrae. In the 17 years and over category, representing City of Sheffield, Isabel Grant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your medal winners.
Ponds Forge, let's welcome the finalists in the men's mixed classification 100-meter breaststroke. In lane 0, representing City of Coventry, Joshua Fairchild. In lane 1, representing Devonport, Andrew Keeler. Representing Caledon in lane 2, Adam Roebuck. From Salisbury in lane 3, Harry Wellington. In lane 4, representing Claysmore, George Kelman-Johns. From Kingston upon Hull in lane 5, Liam Spence. Representing Chippenham in lane 6, James Edwards. In lane 7, from Isle of Man, Benjamin Granger. Representing Orion in lane 8, Aaron Gilbert. And from Bournemouth Collegiate in lane 9, Leo McRae. This is the men's multi-classification 100-meter breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
A return to multi-classification swimming then, and the last to rise from the start is the man in lane 3. That's Harry Wellington from Salisbury, and he's right out in front as well. But remember, it's not the first to touch, it's not the fastest time. We will be looking out for the scores. The higher the number, the better the score. And the top number will, of course, be crowned the winner here at the National Summer Meet 2017. But at the turn, let's see who turns quickest. Harry Wellington, 36.27. George Kelman-Johns in second, 36.38. Even though it's not about the times, they were clocked this morning. The quickest are in the middle lanes. George Kelman-Johns from Claysmore, 118.30. A very good time for him. But in lane 3, Harry Wellington from Salisbury swam 120.44 in those green shorts and the black cap, and he is putting a great 100 metres together here. So it's Wellington, Kelman-Johns and Spence, 1, 2 and 3 in those lanes 3, 4 and 5. Look at the people with the look at the people there ready to finish. And the scores are in Kelman-Johns there, 616 points. Liam Spence, 622. And Harry Wellington, 526. Just waiting for the final athletes to finish. Apologies for the mild meltdown there, ladies and gents, as the clock ticks towards 1:40. We wait for confirmation of the scores. Liam Spence from Kingston upon Hull, 622. Provisionally the winner, George Kelman-Johns, 616. And James Edwards there confirmed as the bronze medalist, 543. Kelman-Johns, 616. And confirmation that Kingston upon Hull's Liam Spence wins it with 622 points. Next up is the women's mixed classification 100 breaststroke.
So we move swiftly on, ladies and gentlemen, to the women's multi-class 100-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, from Camden Swiss Cottage, Charlotte Hyde. In lane 1, from Grantham, Hayley Mill. In lane 2, from Satellite, Eleanor Bamber. In lane 3, from Wickham District, Katie Crowhurst. In lane 4, from UEA Norwich, Catherine Marr. In lane 5, from Warrington Warriors, Coral Farrell. In lane 6, from Halifax, Alia Bakoglu. In lane 7, from Gloucester, Harriet Dickinson. In lane 8 from Littlehampton, Georgia Howell. And in lane 9 from Cockermouth, Ella Cooper-Holmes. This is the women's multi-class 100 metres breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
And away we go. Just like the men's event, it's all about the points rather than the times. And of course, these swimmers are seeded in the pool in respect to the times they got this morning, not the points they got in the heat. So this sort of arrow shape that we're seeing now with Catherine Marr in lane 4 at the tip of it, going towards the end opposite the scoreboard, is certainly a familiar sight in multi-class swimming most of the time, especially when Catherine Marr only has one other swimmer in the pool here in her classification, and that's Katie Crowhurst in lane 3. Those two SB13 swimmers. In the SB9 argument is Harriet Dickinson in 7, Alia Bakoglu in 6, and Coral Farrell in 5, as well as Eleanor Bamber in 2. And then there's one SB7 swimmer in form of Hayley Milne in 1. The rest, SB6 swimmers, Charlotte Hyde in 0, Georgia Howell in 8, and Ella Cooper-Holmes in lane 9. I'm sure if this is the first day that you've been watching multi-class swimming that you are well used to it by now, and you'll know exactly what we're looking out for as we come into the final 20 metres. Catherine Marr in lane 4 of UEA Norwich is the one well ahead of the rest of the pool. It's good reading in terms of the battle between her and Katie Crowhurst there in the same classification, but how will it add up in terms of points? As she comes to the final few throws of this one now, she's got a heat time of 1:27.1. She is 100th of a second better this time around on 694 points. Up next, Coral Farrell, 4 categories lower, but 150 points lower as well. She gets 544. Bakoglu is on 476. And 445 is Katie Crowhurst, still waiting for someone to get the one to the podium, and Hayley Milne may have just done that in lane 1. 576 for her. That is a really good points total, and going one better. Georgia Howell in lane 8 of Littlehampton has got herself into the silver medal position. So provisionally, as we wait for our last two to come in now, it's Catherine Marr in first, in second spot Georgia Howell, and Hayley Milne in third. Will that change? Bit of support, ladies and gentlemen, as our last two come in now. Lane 0, Charlotte Hyde on 368, and Ella Cooper-Holmes on 554, not far behind at all. That completes that final then, and top of things, she was first to touch in and highest with the points as well. Catherine Marr of UEA Norwich. Georgia Howell gets silver, and Hayley Milne will get the bronze.
Thank you, Smith. To the water by the side.
Next in the pool is the final of the men's 13 and 14 years 400 individual medley. Let's welcome the finalists. In lane 0, representing Cleethorpes, Oliver Bradley. In lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Andrew Hall. From City of Ellesmere in lane 2, Alex Rosser Barnett. In lane 3, from Stockport Metro, Joseph Dayan. In lane 4, representing Sevenoaks, Ben Ward. Representing Teddington in lane 5, Edward Hunt. From Winsford in lane 6, Jay Cushion. Representing Northampton in 7, Joshua Vance. In lane 8, representing Retford, Thomas Dealey. And in lane 9, representing Nova Centurion, Joshua Skinner. This is the men's 13 and 14 years, 400 metres individual medley. The first of our individual medley finals then, the men's 13 and 14 years. 8 lengths of the pool, starting with 2 100 meters butterfly. Ben Ward of Sevenoaks in lane 4, arguably the favourite for this one. He swam the season's best and personal best this morning, 4:54.32 in his qualifier, and he is the first to the turn as well, 29.86. He's in that burnt orange cap in lane 4, the yellow roped lane. Going well in these opening exchanges in lane 2 as well, Alex Rosser Barnett. Currently in second place is the man in lane 6, that's Jay Cushion from Winsford. They are the top 3 at the moment as we reach the quarter stage. As they change now from that opening stroke, that butterfly stroke, into the backstroke. 2 lengths of that, followed by 2 lengths of breaststroke. Then we finish with that 100-meter shootout. So Ben Ward from Jay Cushion, from Alex Rosser Barnett. Over on the outside lanes, in lane 9, Joshua Skinner from Nova Centurion in that green cap. He's got a little bit of work to do to catch up with the guys in the lanes next to him. Thomas Dealey from Retford and Joshua Vance from Northampton. Going a little bit better on the near side in lane 0 is Oliver Bradley from Cleethorpes. He's actually just about hanging on to that lead group, but Ben Ward is the first to change after 150 metres. Decent time as well, 1:42.29 at the change. Remember, 4:54.32 was his personal best. We had a few personal bests swum this morning. Jay Cushion, 4:57.06. And Joseph Dayan, 4:56.38 as well. So this competition, as expected, bringing out the best in these swimmers as we approach the halfway point here. Ben Ward in lane 4, just about leading from Jay Cushion at the halfway point. 2 fly lengths, 2 backstroke lengths done, so it is into the breaststroke now. Can anyone make a move on Ben Ward here? Jay Cushion there, getting all of 15 metres off the restart as well. Those long strokes and that black cap in lane 6. Sandwiched in between them is Edward Hunt. He's just about in 3rd place at the moment, neck and neck between him and Alex Rosser Barnett in lane 2. Lane 3 as well, Joseph Teagan, he's going all right. He made a move on those final freestyle lengths last time. Has he got something left in the tank here? At the turn, 3:01 flat with 150 metres to go. Ben Ward in 1st, Rosser Barnett in 2nd, Jay Cushion in 3rd, Edward Hunt in 4th, Joseph Dayan in 5th, Ollie Bradley in 6th. 7th place is Joshua Vance, 8th Andrew Hall, 9th Thomas Dealey, and 10th in this final is Joshua Skinner over there in lane number 9. But the breaststroke really suiting Ben Ward at the moment. He's about a length in front, and 2nd, 3rd and 4th are all neck and neck. This is shaping up for a big finish. Even Joseph Dayan in lane 3 will think if he can have a good final 100 metres, he can get himself on the podium. So here we go, 300 metres gone into the turn, 2 lengths of freestyle remaining. Ben Ward looking to win the gold medal and maybe even beat his personal best as well. 4:54.32 is the time. 2nd place on the turn is lane 2, Alex Rosser Barnett in that black cap. 3rd is lane 6, Jay Cushion. 4th just inside him in lane 5 is Edward Hunt of Teddington. Ben Ward is going to take some catching though. However, if it's going to be anyone, surely it'll be the man in lane 2, Alex Rosser Barnett. Looks like he's getting stronger and stronger as this race progresses. 350 gone, 50 to go. 4:17.68 for Ben Ward at the turn. Rosser Barnett 4:18.66 in 2nd. Currently in the bronze medal position is Jay Cushion, but just 0.05 behind him is Edward Hunt. This is shaping up nicely. In fact, it's a big move from Rosser Barnett in lane 2. He thinks he can catch the leader. Ben Ward has led from the very beginning into the final 15 metres here. Rosser Barnett, if he's going to make a move, he's leaving it late, and here comes the man inside him, Joseph Dayan. He set a personal best this morning. It is going to be Ben Ward who takes it. Who will get 2nd? Joseph Dayan gets there. What a final 50 metres. We said he'd make a move during the freestyle. Ben Ward takes gold. Joseph Dayan silver. Alex Rosser-Barnett takes bronze, just ahead of fourth. What a superb way to kick off the individual medleys. 4:50.80 for Ben Ward. Smashes his personal best. Takes that gold medal. Ward from Dayan, from Rosser-Barnett. There is the confirmation. A superb way to kick off the final event of the day, the individual medley. Next up is the men's 15 years competition.
It's now time, ladies and gentlemen, for that men's 15 years 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from Derwent's side, Aaron Beckford. In lane 1 from City of Salford, Luke Adams. In lane 2 from City of Sheffield, William Earl. In lane 3 from Maxwell, Kenji McDade. In lane 4 from City of Derby, Luke Skelding. In lane 5 from City of Coventry, Louis Fenson. In lane 6 from Tigers Jersey, Cameron Polak. In lane 7 from Leek, Callum Russian. In lane 8 from City of Leeds, Matthew Yearmans. And in lane 9 from Kingston upon Hull, Benjamin Shipley. This is the men's 15-year-old 400 metre individual medley final.
Take your mark.
A plethora of personal bests featuring in the pool from this morning heats. Only 2 not managing to get a personal best. Callum Russian in 7 and Benjamin Shipley in lane 9. It is worth mentioning that Callum Russian's time this morning did seem to get a season's best of 4:56.81. One person who certainly did get a personal best this morning, Luke Skelding in lane 4 of City of Derby, 4:51.15, a fantastic time, which saw him almost 5 seconds quicker than nearest rival on paper, Louis Fenson of City of Coventry, going in lane 5. We did see Luke Skelding get that time pretty early on in the heats this morning, and we wondered if he would be beaten, and the answer was very much no in this age category. Currently leading the way, though, on the first 100 of the fly in lane 7 is Callum Russian of Leek. And he's doing a good job so far. A lot of clear water between him and the rest of the pool, of course. A long way to go yet, though. The rest of the pool looking pretty tight together indeed. The peloton is led by Luke Skelding in lane 4, with Aaron Beckford currently in 3rd position. And also up there as well is Kenji McDade of Maxwell in lane 3, as we are well underway with the backstroke leg. Nothing really changing at the front yet, but Luke Skelding of City of Derby will no doubt be looking to motor sometime soon. Still level pegging with William Earl in 2 and Aaron Beckford in lane 0. He's got a line of 3 and then a line of 5 at the back there, and just in between the two of them, Benjamin Shipley in lane 9 of Kingston upon Hull. But still at the top of the pack at the moment is that man in lane number 7, Callum Russian of League. 1:40.19 the split time there as he continues onto the second half of this backstroke. It looks as if the gap is beginning to dwindle, though, between him and the rest of the pool. The charge still being led by those 3 we mentioned in 0, 2 and 4, all pretty much staying together in a very even line at the moment. Aaron Beckford in danger of just slightly dropping off the pace a wee bit going towards the dying embers of this second leg. But as we make our way towards the halfway point, Callum Rushen of Leek is still the man to beat. Personal best Callum Rushen got was 4:56.19, which is just around 0.7 seconds quicker than his season's best that he got earlier on this morning, and you suspect he'll have to go even quicker if he's to pick up a podium finish in this race. The breaststroke leg well underway. We've seen already in the one final we've had in this event tonight, the 13-14-year-old, and of course with the dozens of heats that we saw really, how the breaststroke ledge can change absolutely everything, and that is definitely proving to be the case here. Luke Skelding of City of Derby is beginning to tighten his grip now on this final and try and make sure that Callum Rushen will make way for him. The Leek swimmer, though, will put up a bit more of a fight than that as we make our way at the halfway point of this third leg. The lead has now turned in Luke Skelding's favour in lane 4. William Earl still on the periphery of the front two. City of Sheffield swimmer currently in third position, but he seems to be going that little bit quicker than Callum Rushen at the moment. Of course, it's all about clawing your way forward on this breaststroke leg before kicking and throwing your arms the best you can in the freestyle. Of course, the swimmers make it look a lot more elegant than that. But down the centre, Luke Skelding in 4 is becoming the man to beat, not just on paper now, but in the pool as well. The pack behind him beginning to increase. We said that William Earl in lane 2 and Callum Rushen in lane 7 are up there as well. But look who is arriving to the party. Kenji McDade in lane 3 and also in 8, Matthew Yeomans of City of Leeds. You can see the City of Leeds teammates on the far side cheering on Matthew Yeomans here, and he's just outside the front 3 going into the final 100 metres. 5 and 6 beginning to kick into gear as well. Louis Fenton of City of Coventry and Cameron Polak of Tigers Jersey. It looks like packs of 2 going around the pool at the moment. But at the front, on his own in lane 4, is still Luke Skelding of City of Derby. Can he be touched? Bit of a revigoration coming from Callum Rushen in lane 7 from Leek. He's trying to kick himself back into gold medal contention. Currently level in second with William Earl in lane 2 as they go for the splash and dash in the final 50 metres. Can Luke Skelding of City of Derby be beaten? Way ahead of everyone else in the heats this morning. Despite the amount of personal bests that were taking part, he was still the man, 4 seconds in front. But with 20 metres to go, and he's looking a bit ominous for the City of Derby swimmer. This has been a good back 100 from Callum Rushen of Leek after a super first 200. William Earl and City of Sheffield trying to bring it home for the Steel City as well as they come in towards the wall. It's very close indeed, but Luke Skelding manages to get there by 0.31 seconds ahead of Callum Rushen, who did very well indeed for 300 metres of that race. William Earl touches in for bronze for City of Sheffield on 4:50.96, but Luke Skelding still managing to beat his personal best earlier on. Once again, a whole new load of personal bests in that final. But Luke Skelding with the quickest of them all, 4:50.31, looking very tight towards the end. But nonetheless, he claims the gold.
The next event here at Ponds Forge is the men's 16 years 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from City of Milton Keynes, Miles Dravwell. In lane 1 from Rickneld, Ryan Huddart. In lane 2, representing Northampton, Billy Pettit. In lane 3, from Winchester, Thomas Menlove. From Borough of Kirklees, in lane 4, Adam Law. In lane 5, representing Mount Kelly, Lewis Smart. Representing Team Bath, in lane 6, Dylan Hood. From City of Oxford, in lane 7, Arnold Martin. In lane 8, representing Bournemouth Collegiate, Christian Tye. And from City of Oxford, in lane 9, Frederick Wilkinson. These are your finalists for the men's 16 years, 400 metres individual medley. No fewer than 8 of these 10 finalists swimming personal bests in the heats this morning. The only ones who didn't manage it are Arnold Martin in lane 7 and Miles Drabwell in lane 0. The rest raising the bar for their lifetime bests here at the National Summer Meet 2017. Same format as the previous races, 8 lengths, starting off with 2 fly, 2 backstroke, 2 breaststroke, and then finishing with 2 freestyles to finish with. At the moment, Christian Tai going well, currently in the lead. He's in lane 8 in that blue swimming cap. The quickest this morning, Adam Law in lane 4, 4:46.10 for his personal best. What a time that is. He'll be looking to better that this evening. And judging by the pace of this, he will have to even get on the podium. A superb start from Tai, 1:01.92. He reaches the 100-meter point in first place. Lewis Smart from Mount Kelly turns in second. Billy Pettit, Northampton in third. Adam Law from Borough of Kirklees, the quickest this morning, 5th place after 100 meters, but don't look too much into that, because as this race wears on, you really see people making moves at different times as they go into their stronger strokes. 10 meters to go for the leaders until we reach the 150-meter point then. Still leading just at the moment. Actually, no, the lead has changed. Adam Law, 139.75, turns just ahead of Christian Tai, 140.10, and then Billy Pettit of Northampton, he'll be there or thereabouts as well, 140.70. under 25 meters to go now for the leaders in the backstroke. Over there in lane number 9, Frederick Wilkinson from City of Oxford, having to do some hard work to keep up with the rest of the pack here. Such is the pace in this 16 years 400-meter individual medley final. At the halfway point then, Adam Law, Borough of Kirklees in first place, 2:15.90. Billy Pettit into second. Christian Tai, after that blistering start, has dropped down into third, 2:16.94. And now Adam Law in that black swim cap in that middle lane with the yellow ropes. He's looking to take control of this race. To his left-hand side in lane 5, Lewis Smart. He swam 4:48.70 this morning. He's just about getting himself into silver position, but not really able to pull away from the pack. Lane 8, Christian Tai still going well. Thomas Menlove in lane 3 in those pink shorts and the black cap. He's started to put himself in contention as well. 150 meters to go. 1 length of breaststroke, followed by those 2 lengths of freestyle for a position on the podium here in the men's 16 400 meters individual medley. Lewis Smart just on the shoulder of Adam Law now. He might have just moved ahead as well, the man from Mount Kelly. He's in that white swimming cap, and yes, he is in the lead now. This is going to be very exciting for the medals. Lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6 all in contention. Lane 8, Christian Tai, just starting to drop off the pace after that very quick opening 150 meters. So going into the final 100, Lewis Smart turns first, 3:39.86. Dylan Hood in second, Adam Law in fourth, Thomas Menlove in third. 3, 4, 5 and 6 all in contention for the medals, but that's a strong start to the final 100 meters. He's past the 25-meter point of that first leg. Lewis Smart in the white cap. In second now, in lane number 3, is Thomas Menlove from Winchester. He's in those pink shorts, and he could turn second here. In fact, he's putting a move on. He might even turn first into the final flying 50 meters. It's Lewis Smart from Thomas Menlove, from Adam Law, from Dylan Hood. Come on, Pondsport, let's get behind this swimmers. A superb race in process here in the 16 years 400 meters individual medley. Thomas Menlove from Winchester putting the moves on Lewis Smart here. Adam Law has dropped down into third place, and he's going to do well to hold on to that, because there's a move from Billy Pettit in lane 2 as well. It's going to be between Menlove and Smart for the gold medal. It's neck and neck. It's all going to be on the touch, which goes to Lewis Smart, 4:44.25. In second place, 4:44.55, just 0.3 of a second. Menlove gets the bronze. Menlove gets the silver. Adam Law gets the bronze. Another superb race. It's really edge of your seat stuff. Billy Pettit narrowly missing out on the medals, and there is the confirmation. Smart gets gold. Menlove gets silver. Adam Law gets bronze in the men's 16s 400 individual medley.
Take a breather, Dave. Goodness me, what a fantastic race that was. On the far side as well, the Winchester banner out for Thomas Menlove. Let's see it again. On the front row. Don't hide your banner away. Come on, get it out. There we go. Fantastic silver coming for Thomas Menlove there in that one. And we are very close indeed to our penultimate men's event of the night. Here we go then with the men's 17 years 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from City of Derby, Gregory Butler. In lane 1 from Modernian, Max Wilson. In lane 2 from West Suffolk, Miles Turner. In lane 3 from City of Peterborough, Harry Whiteman. In lane 4 from City of Peterborough, Jamie Scholes. In lane 5 from Hatfield, James Woodward. In lane 6 from City of Derby, Lewis Gilchrist. In lane 7 from City of Derby, William Foster. In lane 8 from Western-super-Mare, James King. And in lane 9 from Bromley, Matthew Rogers. This is the men's 17-year-old 400 metre individual medley final.
Take your mark.
And away we go. We see a rerun in lanes 3 and 4 between the City of Peterborough teammates Harry Whiteman and Jamie Scholes, who of course came together in the heats in this event earlier on this morning as well. And they both pushed each other on to respective personal bests. Harry Whiteman's 4:43.78. Jamie Scholes a couple of seconds quicker on 4:41.41, but it was definitely an intriguing race in the most part between those two in the heat earlier today. Quite a few personal bests being dotted. In fact, all the way from lanes 1 to 6, personal bests flurried across the pool. And James King as well in lane 8 got a PB, the Western-super-Mare swimmer, of 4:47.3. Coming up towards the back end of this butterfly leg then, and leading the way down the centre is Jamie Scholes of City of Peterborough. Not as tight at the moment as it was earlier on in the heats between him and Harry Whiteman. And in fact, in second spot instead is James Woodward of Hatfield. A good start coming from him as we now go on to the backstroke. Also worth mentioning in lane 6 is City of Oxford, Lewis Gilchrist as well. He's certainly making some positive inroads so far in him actually, and William Foster in lane 7 of City of Derby, very close to each other alongside that rope separating lane 6 and 7. Coming up towards the halfway point then in this backstroke leg, and there's clear water with Jamie Scholes and the rest of the pool at this moment in time, and it's certainly making pretty viewing for him at the moment. In second spot, it's now shifted from James Woodward's hands into the path of Lewis Gilchrist in lane 6 of City of Oxford. So already we're seeing a few interchanges in positions here in lane 0. Good inroads being made by Gregory Butler of City of Derby in lane 0. Inside of him, 2 and 3, Miles Turner and Harry Whiteman trying to knock on the door for a podium position here. James Woodward momentarily dropping off the pace of the front two, but it's very difficult to keep up with Jamie Scholes' pace right now. At the halfway point, he boasts a very sizable advantage indeed over second spot, and Lewis Gilchrist almost 4 seconds separating the front two alone. The rest of the pool beginning to turn now and change onto the breaststroke leg. Who can manage to do this agonising stroke to claw their way forward and propel themselves up towards Jamie Scholes' heights in lane 4, beginning to do so in 5. Watch out for James Woodward in the pink of Hatfield, who really is beginning to put on a bit of a motor, and also showing a bit of the initiative in lane 2, Miles Turner of West Suffolk. Gregory Butler in lane 0, City Derby. He has the bit between his teeth as well. They're all pushing up and squeezing towards Jamie Scholes, which is very much easier said than it is done. Jamie Scholes turning, still with a bit of an advantage. That 4-second lead over Lewis Gilchrist almost intact there, with James Woodward not far behind the City of Oxford swimmer in lane 6 at all. Level pegging with him, still in 2. Miles Turner of West Suffolk, still not much movement going off on this back 50. The first 50, things were rapidly changing between the front 5 and 6, but now it's begun to stagnate a little bit, and it looks like this will be the advantage that Jamie Scholes will boast going into the final 100 metres. Gregory Butler with an inspired 50 metres here in lane 0 for City of Derby, really maximising his strengths in the breaststroke, and he's put himself right in contention going into the freestyle. No pressure at all, mate. All you have to do is make sure in this last 100 you keep up the sort of pace you did on the breaststroke. Jamie Scholes' lead, not as big as it was at all. And look at Gregory Butler go in lane 0. He didn't get a PB this morning. His best on paper ever is 4:46.92. Even then, you wouldn't expect him to be this close to Jamie Scholes at this moment in time in the race. Can he keep up this sort of momentum? His teammate in lane 7, William Foster in the white cap, he's struggling to keep up with Lewis Gilchrist in 6 and James Woodward in 5, who's managed to get himself now in front of the aforementioned City of Oxford swimmer in lane 6. That's a tight battle for 2nd and 3rd. At the front, Jamie Scholes still level pegging with Gregory Butler in lane 0 and 4. They come in towards now the final 25 metres. Currently knocking on the door for the podium positions. James Woodward in 5, who breathing down his neck in 6. Lewis Gilchrist still remaining there. William Foster is really going to have to get a miracle sorted out in the next 20 metres if he's to get on the podium. As we come in towards the dying embers, it looks like gold with Jamie Scholes. Silver's very close indeed. James Woodward agonisingly nudging out Gregory Butler in that silver medal position, but no doubt about it, a fantastic swim from Gregory Butler in the last 200 there to get himself onto the podium and with a bronze. Jamie Scholes then topping things for City of Peterborough. He gets gold. Second, just 900ths of a second behind him, is James Woodward, with Gregory Butler completing the podium in the fastest trio.
Please welcome the finalists for the men's 18 years and over 400 metres individual medley. Let's welcome the swimmers then, starting in lane 1, representing Kingston upon Hull, Billy Hareside. In lane 2, representing Louth, William McIntyre. In lane 3, from Northampton, Samuel Blackett. From City of Manchester Aquatics, swimming in lane 4, Samuel Goldrick. In lane 5, representing Bracknell, Ruben Alexander. Representing Team Mercia, in lane 6, David Broadbent. In lane 7, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Aidan Griffiths. And in lane 8, representing Gloucester, Matthew Munden. This is the men's 18 years and over 400 metres individual medley final. After the drama of the men's 16s and 17s races, will this 18 years and over 400 metres individual medley live up to the hype? 3 personal bests this morning: Samuel Goldrick, Ruben Alexander and David Broadbent in lanes 4, 5 and 6, all doing their lifetime bests, and it's Goldrick of City of Manchester turning first, 27.21 in the first of the butterfly lengths. Broadbent in second, Alexander in third. William McIntyre out there in lane 2, turning in fourth place, 28.71. It's Goldrick in the black swim cap, currently in the lead. In lane 6, it's Broadbent of Team Mercia. He's in that burnt orange swim cap with the black logo on heel turn, in second place as we change strokes after 100 metres. So Goldrick, the only man to reach 100 metres in under 1 minute, 58.86 for him. Broadbent turns in second, just a shade over 1 minute, and Hayden Griffiths just outside him in lane 7, 102.23, turns in third place. We have, of course, had a bolter in the last couple of races who haven't looked in it for 150 or 200 metres, and then in the second 50% of the race have absolutely flown in to shock us all. Will we have the same in this race here? The men in the outside lanes at the moment, Bailey Hairsine in lane 1, Matthew Munden in lane 8, having to work hard to keep up with everyone, but Goldrick still leads, 136.35. William McIntyre of Louth, 138.75, turns in second place. And the difficult thing now for the man in lane 4, Samuel Goldrick, is that he has quite a substantial lead over the men either side of him. Ruben Alexander in lane 5 and Samuel Blackett in lane 3. So he's pretty much racing himself at the moment. He's got to make sure he keeps the pace right as we reach the halfway point, and we'll change to the breaststroke. The first out of the change will be Goldrick, all in black. 2:12.92 is the time for him. Blackett changes in second place, 2:15.36, and then Hayden Griffiths in lane 7 pops up in third, and Matthew Munden just outside him is in fourth place. So that's an interesting race going on there. Can those two push each other on to try and catch this leader on those outside lanes towards you in the main stand, 7 and 8? Not at the moment. Samuel Goldrick, all in black, has got a 2 or 3 length lead over second place, which is Samuel Blackett. 4:45.02 he swam this morning, a full 4 seconds behind the leader if we're going on those times, and at the moment that is exactly what we will be going on, because Goldrick turns in 2:50.67, just under 5 seconds ahead of Blackett, who's just ahead of Hayden Griffiths. So they're all spread out at the moment in contention for the medals. 25 metres to go at the breaststroke section of the race for the leader, whose lead now is knocking on for 10 metres. In lane 3, Blackett, and in lane 5, Alexander. That's pretty tight. And then outside them, in 6 and 7 as well, Broadbent and Griffiths can put themselves in contention with a good final 100, but it is all about Goldrick at the moment. He changes for the final 100 metres in 3:30.22. Surely he's going to cruise home here, barring a phenomenal final 100 for either of the men chasing him. And it's Blackett and Alexander in lanes 3 and 5. They're neck and neck for second and third place at the moment. Goldrick just out there on his own, really. Samuel Blackett in lane 3, looking a little bit more comfortable at the moment, but with 50 metres to go, 4:04.22. Remember, his personal best from this morning was 4:41 flat. Could that be in trouble here? Could he have 2 personal bests and a gold medal in a day? But what about the race for second and third place then? Blackett in lane 3, Alexander in lane 5. Perhaps the man in lane 6, David Broadbent, with a particularly strong last 25 metres here, could gain on the bronze medal position. It's going to be a victory for Goldrick. Blackett looking strong for second place at the moment, but what about this race for the bronze medal? It's going to be tight. It's going to be lane 6. David Broadbent's going to take it. 4:37.16 is the winning time, smashing his personal best for the gold medal. Blackett of Northampton, 4:41.19 for him, and then Broadbent with a fantastic finish in the final 25 metres. He takes bronze from Ruben Alexander, who cruelly misses out on a medal. 4:42.87 is enough for fourth place. We just await confirmation of that, and there it is. Goldrick takes the gold medal with that personal best. Blackett silver, Broadbent bronze in the 18 years and over 400 individual medley. awards ceremonies for the men's and women's mixed classification 100-meter breaststroke finals. Medals will be presented by Kay Grimshaw, Sport Governing Board Member, Richard Whitehead, Swim England Vice President, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. The bronze medalists. In the men's competition, representing Chippenham, James Edwards. And in the women's, representing Grantham, Hayley Mills. Men's silver medalist, representing Claysmore, George Kelman-Johns. Women's silver medalist, representing Littlehampton, Georgia Howell. Men's gold medalist, representing Kingston upon Hull, Liam Spence. And the women's gold medalist, representing UEA Norwich, Catherine Marr. Ponsford, show your appreciation for our medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal presentation ceremony for the men's 13 and 14 years and men's 15 years 400 metres individual medley. The bronze medalists in the 13 and 14 years category, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Alex Rosser-Barnett. And in the 15 years category, representing City of Sheffield, William Earl. The silver medalists in the 13 and 14 years category, representing Stockport Metro, Joseph Dayan. And in the 15s, representing Leek, Callum Russian. The gold medalists in the 13 and 14 years category, representing Sevenoaks, Ben Ward. And in the 15 years, representing City of Derby, Luke Skelding. Ponds Forge one more time for the medalists. Please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, men's 17 years, and men's 18 years and over 400 metres individual medley. The bronze medalists in the 16 years category, representing Borough of Kirklees, Adam Law. In the 17 years, representing City of Derby, Gregory Butler. And in the 18 years and over, representing Team Mercia, David Broadbent. Your silver medalists in the 16s, representing Winchester, Thomas Menlove. In the 17s, representing Hatfield, James Woodward. And in the 18 and overs, representing Northampton, Samuel Blackett. Your gold medalists in the 16 years category, representing Mount Kelly, Lewis Smart. In the 17s, representing City of Peterborough, Jamie Scholes. And in the 18 years and over, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Samuel Goldrick. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please give it up for the medalists.
Back to the pool then, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the women's 12 to 13-year-old 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from City of Sheffield, Abigail Miles. In lane 1 from Nova Centurion, Lauren Shipley. In lane 2 from Cleethorpes, Ella Bainbridge. In lane 3 from Chesterfield, Amber Downham. In lane 4 from City of Leeds, Isabel Goodwin. In lane 5 from City of Liverpool, Lois Keys. In lane 6 from Borough of Stockton, Faye McDonough. In lane 7 from Colchester, Sophie Freeman. In lane 8 from City of Leeds, Ella Cooper. And in lane 9 from Nova Centurion, Livia Kingsland. This is the women's 12 to 13-year-old 400 metre individual medley final.
Take your marks.
Well, I said this in the heats earlier on this morning, but I'm going to say it again because it does apply once more to these finals. The men have set a very high bar in these 400 metre individual medleys, and now it's time for the women to see how close they can get to it as well. And we are well underway with this butterfly leg, and a good start being made in lane 7 from Sophie Freeman of Colchester. Already one medal in the bag tonight. She will be aiming, no doubt, for another one as well. 5:18.53 was her heat time this morning. She can go quicker. 5:17.76 is the personal best. Also a good start being made in lane 2 by Ella Bainbridge of Cleethorpes. She's in the red cap. Also in the same colour cap is Amber Downham in 3 from Chesterfield. And those currently making up the front 3 at the moment as we come towards the quarter stage of this final. Good inroads being made as well in lane 8 by City of Leeds' Ella Cooper. Well backed by her teammates as ever on that far side as we complete the first 100 metres. Ella Bainbridge currently the early person to beat. Cleethorpes swimmer just ahead of Amber Downham and also Sophie Freeman as well, who currently occupy the rest of the front 3 positions. We expect, of course, challengers to come down the centre, courtesy of Isabel Goodwin in lane 4 from City of Leeds, and Lois Keys of City of Liverpool in lane 5 as well. Quickest qualifier was Isabel Goodwin in lane 4 with a PB this morning of 5:11.63, which is also the quickest on paper compared to all the other 9 swimmers' PBs coming into this event. halfway through the backstroke then. Nothing really changing in the front 3 or 4 positions. Still leading the way is Ella Bainbridge, with Sophie Freeman in touching distance and Amber Downham not too far behind as well. Ella Cooper in lane 8 just on the periphery at the moment as the central lanes begin to bunch up a little bit, including in that is lane 6 Faye McDonough of Borough of Stockton. Perhaps not got off to the ideal start, but she's got around 225 metres in order to make up the ground in front of her and really squeeze in towards those podium positions. Also touching on the near side as well, Abigail Miles in lane 0 in the home pool from City of Sheffield, of course, and in 1, Noah Centurion's Lauren Shipley. They're ticking along nicely, but they're going to have to up the ante when it comes to the breaststroke and freestyle legs in order to put themselves in serious contention of a medal here. So 200 metres to go. In front, Sophie Freeman regains the lead she had in the first 50 metres, the Colchester swimmer in lane 7. Amber Downham pushed down into the silver medal. Ella Bainbridge completely out the front 3 at the moment, and that is because of the hard work being done by Ella Cooper in lane 8, and she's definitely looking strong as well on the breaststroke so far, but beginning to emerge down the centre in lane 4 is Isabel Goodwin of City of Leeds, who looks to aim with her teammate Ella Cooper in those front 3 positions here, and she's certainly doing a good job so far. Isabel Goodwin beginning to come alive as we enter the final 200 metres. She is now ticking along very nicely indeed alongside Amber Downham in lane 3 of Chesterfield. So, Ella Bainbridge in front. She's gone from 4th back to 1st again, really swinging like a pendulum at the moment, the lead here, with the Cleethorpes swimmer now beginning to get in front of Amber Downham, with Sophie Freeman now down into 9th. This really is changing at a rapid rate here, the lead in this race, and there's still 125 metres to go. So Ella Bainbridge currently the one to beat, beginning to pop her head up in lane 0. Abigail Miles of City of Sheffield as well. She is beginning to join the debate. Alongside her, Amber Downham in lane 3 from Chesterfield. And in 4, Isabel Goodwin of City of Leeds knocking around those positions. 2 good performances at the moment from the club from West Yorkshire, with Ella Cooper still up there in lane 8 as well. 100 metres to go. Ella Bainbridge, the one leading the way. Isabel Goodwin has now managed to wedge herself into 2nd position, which means Amber Downham is back into 3rd again. So the final 100 metres well underway. A very much spread out pool indeed behind the front 5 positions here. A lot of work required for Lois Keys in lane 5 of City of Liverpool, and of course Sophie Freeman as well in lane 7, who started off so well in this individual medley. She at the minute is right at the back of the pack. A lot of work for her to do. Is it too far out of reach? Coming towards the wall then for the final 50 metres and the last splash and dash in this 12-13-year-old 400-metre individual medley. Ella Bainbridge now the one in front. Finally, she'll be able to etch her name with a 1 next to it with 30 metres to go. So they're not making it easy for her in lane 4 is Isabel Goodwin of City of Leeds, just as we expected as well. A reminder, she was the one seeded fastest with a PB of 5:11.63, and she's beginning to come on strong now as well. Ella Cooper keeping up life here for a chance of a 1-2 for City of Leeds. Coming towards the final throws now, Isabel Goodwin clearly the winner in the end. 5:09.08. Talk about timing things to perfection. Ella Cooper's confirmed time 5:11.98, just behind Ella Bainbridge's. So Ella Bainbridge in 2nd. Ella Cooper completes a City of Leeds 1-3 there, spearheaded by tremendous last 50 from Isabel Goodwin. She was tucked away in the centre for around 250 metres of that individual medley, came alive right when it counted, and managed to, in the end, on paper, comfortably come through by 2.1 seconds. Ella Bainbridge 2nd, Ella Cooper in 3rd.
Four more fantastic races to come this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Next in the pool is the women's 14 years, 400 metres individual medley. Please welcome the swimmers in lane 0 from City of Sheffield, Millie Glossop. In lane 1, representing Newcastle, Krista Wilson. From Wigan Best in lane 2, Jennifer Green. Representing Sevenoaks in lane 3, Rose Compton. In lane 4, representing Teddington, Beatrice Farley. From Hailsham in lane 5, it's Maisie Thornton. In lane 6, representing Mid-Sussex, Charlotte Johnson. Representing Thanet Swim in lane 7, it's Tamsin Myberg. In lane 8, from Doncaster Darts, it's Hannah Newnham. And in lane 9, representing Exeter City, Charlotte Emery. This is the women's 14 years, 400 metres individual medley.
Take your mark.
Well, it's sounding a familiar story here, but 8 of these 10 finalists all swimming personal bests this morning. Rose Compton not managing a personal best, but a season's best of 5:13.38 for her. Krista Wilson, well, she's the only one who didn't manage a personal best or a season's best. However, her time certainly could put her in contention for a medal here. We're expecting this one to be close. After the first 50 minutes, Hannah Newnham, she turns first, 31.56 for her. Rose Compton of Sevenoaks in lane 3, turning in second place. She's the one in the red swimming cap and the blue suit. Fastest qualifier this morning was Beatrice Varley. She's there in lane 4 in the orange cap and the green suit. Not a particularly strong start for her. Alongside Millie Glossop, they're the ones that are bringing up the rear at the moment. However, given the way the racing's gone this evening, we know a lot better than to judge these 400 IMs after 100 metres. So we change stroke to the backstroke. Krista Wilson turning first of Newcastle in lane 1. All the way over on the other side in lane 8, Hannah Newnham turns in second place, and Tamsin Myberg just inside her in lane 7 of Thanet Swim. She turns in third. So keep your eye on lane 1 at the moment, which is on the right hand side as they swim at the moment. Krista Wilson of Newcastle in that black suit and the dark navy cap. She's currently in first place, but those up in the front are all just pacing themselves, keeping themselves in contention at the moment. Important that when you see the swimmers in your peripheries, that you're not tempted to push, that you're not tempted to put in more effort than you have to, because of course when it comes to that final 100 metre shootout, you need plenty in the tank. Rose Compton leads then in lane 3 from Sevenoaks, from Tamsin Myberg of Thanet Swim. She is in lane 7, so the leaders all spread out across the pool at the moment, which does mean that you can kind of go at your own pace. However, this is, of course, a race, and if you've got no one to race against, it sometimes makes pacing things a little bit difficult. Rose Compton in the orange cap and the blue suit is going to reach the change first as we reach the halfway point of the race into the breaststroke legs. Rose Compton in first, Tamsin Myberg second, Maisie Thornton in third, Beatrice Varley of Teddington, the fastest qualifier, remember, she is currently in 7th place, but just starting with this breaststroke now to catch up with the rest of the pack with those leaders. Rose Compton having that gap closed now. Krista Wilson from Newcastle, she's in lane 1 on the right-hand side again. She's starting to make waves here, and in lane 5 as well, Maisie Thornton from Hailsham. She's from 5:13.38 this morning, a very quick time for her. So 150 metres to go at this turn then. Rose Compton still leads, 3:12.95. Krista Wilson second, Maisie Thornton third, Tamsin Myberg fourth. And then look at that, as soon as the rest of the times come in, the back 6 are neck and neck, still all to swim for here. However, Rose Compton and Krista Wilson are the pace setters here, as we've got 75 metres to go in this women's 14 years 400 metres individual medley. Beatrice Varley in the orange cap there, she's got a lot of work to do if she's going to improve on that brilliant time she swam earlier to qualify here. 5:13.38, of course, a personal best and a season's best. Rose Compton is going to go into the freestyle leg, the final quarter, the final 100 metres of this individual medley in the lead. 3:58.36 for first place. Krista Wilson of Newcastle in second, Maisie Thornton of third. It's been that way now for the last 100 metres. And speaking of last 100 metres, that is exactly what all of these races are swimming now. 75 to go for the leader, Rose Compton, in lane 3. On her right-hand side is Krista Wilson, all in black. That's her nearest competitor. Then in lane 5 in the middle, those yellow rope lanes, Maisie Thornton in the purple cap in third place. But keep your eye on lane number 7 as well. Tamsin Myberg, has she got a little bit left in the tank to get onto the podium? Rose Compton, that is a strong 350 metres for her, and she goes to the turn in the lead. But now comes the big move from Krista Wilson, closing the gap. It should be between these two for the victory. Difficult to tell who's got the better at this at the moment, but Compton, as they come past our commentary position, just in the lead. It is Compton from Krista Wilson. Who is it going to be going over to the line? Compton's going to take some catching, but what about bronze? Keep your eye on lanes 4 and lane 5. Beatrice Varley is having one last tilt at a medal. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Yes, it will. She manages to get third. Rose Compton in first. Maisie Thornton in second. Beatrice Varley, having been in 7th place going into the final 100 metres, manages to snatch third place with another personal best. But once again, in the finals, these swimmers raise the bar for us here at Ponds Forge, and there is the confirmation of the result. A brilliant controlled swim from Compton, led for most of the race to take gold. Krista Wilson stuck with her to take silver. And confirmation of the result, actually, Beatrice Varley is pushed down into 4th place, and Maisie Thornton, a great swim from her in lane 5. She takes the bronze medal. Compton 1, Wilson 2, Thornton 3.
Up next then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the women's 15 years 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from Scunthorpe, Chloe Huddart. In lane 1 from Southport, Victoria Dawson. In lane 2 from Carnbrea, Megan Vingo. In 3 from Romford Town, Emily Milton. Lane 4 from Colchester, Olivia Norman. In lane 5 from Ellesmere College Titans, Anna Smale. In lane 6 from Warrington Warriors, Caitlin Shingler. In lane 7 from Retford, Natasha Utley. In lane 8 from Devonshire XL, Charlotte Hall. And in lane 9 from York City, Eleanor Howcroft. This is the women's 15-year-old 400 metre individual medley final.
Take your mark.
Olivia Norman by far and away the quickest qualifying the heats this morning, 5:10.45. She recorded not only the quickest time but a personal best as well. As did Emily Milton in lane 3, 5:13.04. Anna Smale in lane 5 recording a season's best too. So certainly a lot to look out for in the pool here. And of course, as we've seen in the previous finals as well in this event, the women and the men, any lane can take any medal on the podium. Currently leading the way though in lane 5. A smart start being made in lane 5 from Anna Smale of Ellesmere College Titans. Just behind her in 4, Olivia Norman of Colchester, who we mentioned. And on the far side as well, lane 9, Eleanor Howcroft, and the distinctive orange cap of York City, is doing a decent job as well so far as we come towards the end of the first 100 metres. But around 3/4 body length lead in favour of Anna Smale so far. She boasts first position, 1.4 seconds ahead of Olivia Norman, who's in second. Emily Milton currently situated in 3rd position. We've seen it quite a lot with these individual medley finals so far, how disfigured the formation of the pool can be even after just the first 100 metres. But by the end of it, things really do begin to even out and bunch up towards the back 50. But a good start on the butterfly, and an equally impressive stuff on the backstroke now from the leading two down the centre. Lane 4, Olivia Norman in second, and Anna Smale in lane 5, who still occupies first position. Rest of the pool beginning to turn around now. Cavalry led by lane 3 and Emily Milton of Romford Town, with Natasha Utley on the far side in lane 7, not too far behind her either. So some intriguing battles beginning to take place here in the pool as this race goes on. Come up towards the halfway point now. Nothing really changing in terms of the gap separating Anna Smale in 5 and Olivia Norman in lane 4. Probably see very similar distances in the split times as we get towards the wall now at the scoreboard, and with Anna Smale making the turn first onto the breaststroke, with Olivia Norman now just over a second or two behind her. Very fine margins indeed though in the grand scheme of things. In third position in lane 3, Emily Milton of Romford Town, knocking up in that sort of position, and around a length or two behind her as well in lane 2. Megan Vingo of Carnbrea is beginning to emerge ahead of Natasha Utley, who is in lane number 7. For the front two have a bit of a gap separating them and the rest of the pack. The rest of the pack still being led by Emily Milton in lane 3, but she's doing well on the breaststroke here to try and claw herself away from the challengers behind her. As I mentioned, Megan Vingo in 2, also in lane 6, Caitlin Shingler of Warrington Warriors up there as well, alongside Natasha Utley in lane 7. And Ella Howcroft has arrived back on the scene as well in lane number 9. So as I said, things beginning to bunch up in the rest of the pool, but the front two still looking very convincing at the front indeed. They lead the way. Olivia Norman in 4, Anna Smale in lane 5. Still very narrow margin separating the two of them. We thought it'd be a tight contest coming into this one, and of course with Olivia Norman being the fastest with the time this morning of 5:10.45, that is not factoring in the fact that Anna Smale on paper has a far quicker PB of 5:06.01 to her name. She has not swum that sort of time this year. Her best so far this year was this morning on 5:12.32, but she's beginning to raise the bar a couple of levels higher. She's going to have to as well, because Olivia Norman is a serious threat, the Colchester swimmer. Coming towards the final 100 metres now. The turn still being made by Anna Smale. She has led from the start, still with this sort of gap that she has over Olivia Norman now, but it could all change on this freestyle, either for Anna Smale or against her. We'll have to wait and find out in that respect. Lane 3, Emily Milton, still ticking along nicely in third, the Romford Town swimmer, just getting there in fourth right now. In lane 6, Caitlin Shingle of Warrington Warriors, who's really come alive in the second half of this race and beginning to slam her foot on the gas as well in lane 2. Megan Vingo of Carnbrea. It's going to be very difficult for her though to catch Emily Milton in lane 3, who's looking very strong on the freestyle so far. On to the final 50 to go, the central 2. Anna Smale still having the lead over Olivia Norman. The lead has been trimmed by a couple of tenths of a second, but still the afterburners being well and truly put on by the two of them in equal measure as well, which means Anna Smale still has that small buffer separating her and Olivia Norman. Will that evaporate over the course of the last 20 metres? Both going along, both kicking at a very similar rate indeed, both leaving the same sort of white crater behind them at their feet as they come towards the final few throws of this race now. Anna Smale led from the start. She will get gold as well. In the end, it was close between her and Olivia Norman, but not close enough for the Colchester swimmer to pick gold. So she gets silver, and getting bronze is Emily Milton of Romford Town. In the end, there seems to be no doubt about those podium positions, but going into the final 100, it looked very close indeed. Smale top, Norman second, Milton with bronze.
Come on then, Ponds Forge. 2 races remaining. Let's get some energy and welcome these swimmers to the pool deck for the women's 16 years 400 metres individual medley final. Representing Chelsea and West London in lane 0, it's Sophie Whelan. In lane 1 from St Felix School, Sophie Taylor. Representing Wigan Best in lane 2, Hannah Sheehan. From Team Bath in lane 3, Rhiannon Bowen. In lane 4 from Mount Kelly, Molly Francis. Representing City of Peterborough in lane 5, it's Poppy Richardson. From Taunton Dean in lane 6, Holly Houghton. In lane 7, from City of Peterborough, Lauren Harrison. And in lane 8, from Team Luton, Selin Walmsley. This is the women's 16 years, 400 metres individual medley.
Take your mark.
Molly Francis of Mount Kelly was the quickest by some distance in the heats this morning. She swims in lane 4 in the blue suit and the white cap. 5:09.30 for her. That is a full 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. If we're going to form, she will be the one to watch. But it's the person to her left at the moment, Poppy Richardson in lane 5 from City of Peterborough, who leads from her. But Lauren Harrison in 7, a co-swimmer of City of Peterborough. Richardson and Harrison leading us out. Molly Francis third at the first turn. Rhiannon Bowen of Team Bath in 4th. Sophie Taylor from St. Felix in 5th. So strong starts from them. Lane number 7 over there on the right-hand side. Lauren Harrison just starting to creep a little bit behind Poppy Richardson. Of course, as we approach the 100-metre mark, where we'll change from butterfly to backstroke here in this 16 years women's 400 metres individual medley. At the turn then, Poppy Richardson, City of Peterborough in 1st, Lauren Harrison, City of Peterborough in 2nd. On the outside lanes, Selin Walmsley of Team Luton turning in 9th, and Sophie Whelan in lane 0. She's currently in 4th place in that illuminous suit and the white cap. So keep your eye on those middle 2 lanes. That's where the action is happening at the moment. Poppy Richardson in lane 5. Next to her, Molly Francis in the blue suit and the white cap. The 2 middle lanes with the yellow ropes, the fastest qualifiers, and they're going to lead us into the 150-metre mark. Who will turn first? In fact, it's Sophie Taylor in lane 1, but Francis and Richardson just pulling each other on in this backstroke section. It is lane 1, just leading. Sophie Taylor just keeping herself comfortable at the moment, keeping herself in contention, and most importantly, keeping herself in the lead, in the navy suit and the black hat, as we're coming towards the end of the backstroke leg, which will take us to the halfway point in this 16 years 400 metres individual medley final. Again, a great standard of swimming. We had 3 personal bests and a season's best swum this morning. Sophie Taylor of St. Felix going nicely at the halfway point, 2:29.31, and Sophie Whelan in lane 0 outside her, turning in 2nd place. The quickest swimmers this morning in the middle. They've got a little bit of work to do, Richardson and Francis. They turn in 4th and 5th, but it is very close at the moment as we are over the halfway stage and over halfway through the length in the opener of this breaststroke leg of this individual medley. Still leading then is Sophie Taylor of St. Felix School as she's approaching the last 10 metres. In lane 6, Holly Houghton of Taunton Dean. She's crept into 2nd place, a steady 50 metres of breaststroke from her, and she's very close to the leader as well. In fact, she's the one who turns in the lead. 3:14.01 for the Taunton Dean swimmer, just ahead of Sophie Taylor. Molly Francis of Mount Kelly just starting to get herself in contention, and she's crept over a second ahead of Poppy Richardson, who's next to her on the right-hand side. Richardson will definitely make a move during the freestyle leg, but she doesn't want to slip too far behind here. The lead swimmer's just about getting past our commentary position now. Lauren Harrison in the green and black over in lane 7 started to go well. In fact, she might have just taken the lead from Sophie Taylor, who is in lane 1. In lane 6, Holly Houghton going well, as is Molly Francis after that crushing 5:09.30 this morning. Here we go then, the final throws, 100 metres between all of these swimmers and the medals. And Lauren Harrison, City of Peterborough, she's given herself a flying start here as she approaches 75 metres to go. She turned first, Holly Houghton in second from Taunton Dean. So it's lane 1 and lane 7 who are in gold and silver medal positions at the moment. In lane 6, Holly Houghton's giving it a good go as well, but keep your eye on Molly Francis, the white cap and the blue suit in the middle there. Has she got a big push for the final 50 metres? Lauren Harrison turns very well, over nearly 2 seconds ahead going into the final 50. Holly Houghton second, and Sophie Taylor on this near side in lane number 1 in third. Who has got the power to get onto the podium with 25 metres to go? At the moment, it's Lauren Harrison looking good. She's about a length ahead of second place, which is Holly Houghton, who's on the lane inside her. Hannah Sheehan in lane 2 is making a move as well, and a big move as well. It could be a silver-coloured move for Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best. She has not been in contention for this entire race, but we talked about the big finish. She gets silver. Harrison gold, Sheehan silver, Holly Houghton bronze. And after that phenomenal swim this morning, Molly Francis of Mount Kelly looks to have missed out on the medals. Of course, we await confirmation of those, but yet again, the 400 metres individual medley delivers a fantastic swim and a fantastic result. There is the confirmation. Harrison picks up gold, Sheehan picks up silver, a brilliant swim from her, and Holly Houghton in lane 6 from Taunton Dean does enough for the bronze medal.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final race of the night, it's the women's 17 years and over 400 metre individual medley final. In lane 0 from Hatfield, Shannon Stott. In lane 1 from Exeter City, Alalia May Webb. In lane 2 from Hatfield, Laura Copping. In lane 3 from City of Leicester, Daisy Platts. In lane 4 from Deepings, Isabel Spinley. In lane 5 from Pioneer 79, Megan Lever. In lane 6 from City of Coventry, Rebecca Wynn. In lane 7 from Davencio XL, Chloe Bates. In lane 8 from City of Liverpool, Mattia J. Oliver. And in lane 9 from City of Cambridge, Millie Emmons. Pods forwards, let's hear it one last time tonight for the women's 17 years and over 400 metre individual medley final.
Take your marks.
Look at you hardy souls in the spectator gallery, sticking it out till the bitter end tonight. Let's hope these 10 swimmers make it very much worthwhile. The heats would suggest that will be the case. Isabel Spinley of Deepings on 5:07.09 coming in towards this final. A very good time indeed, which was over a second quicker than nearest rival. Here's Megan Lever in lane 5 from Pioneer 79. She made the turn from the first 50 metres. It is indeed Isabel Spinley up there towards the front positions. Also doing well in lane 0, Shannon Stott of Hatfield in the bright pink cap. Just inside of her is Alia May Webb of Exeter City. The ceremony in time was around third position. Very close to tell, of course, at the end of this first 100 metres, as it has been throughout all of these individual medley finals in the men's and women's event that we have seen so far. But it's very much a bunch-up pool as well. First change being made by Shannon Stott in lane 0 from Hatfield then, with Isabel Spinley in 4, not too far behind her, and Daisy Platts currently in lane 3. Julie in third position as well. In lane 5, Megan Lever of Pioneer 79. Of course, we expect her, as this goes on, to mount up quite a significant challenge in this final. especially with the way that the heats went earlier on as well. But at the moment, it's all about Shannon Stock in lane 0, or it was indeed, but she's beginning to lose grip on this one now. Inside of her in 1, Alia May Webb, Laura Copping in 2 up there as well. 3 and 4 are the ones to watch out for at this moment in time. Daisy Platts of City of Leicester and Isabel Spinley of Deepings have slowly began to tick along and get themselves into the front 2 positions. They are even Stevens at the moment, simultaneously coming up towards the final 25 metres. And at the end of these 25 metres, of course, we're going to the breaststroke and meet the halfway point. Good swim being done in lane 8 by Mattia J. Oliver of City of Liverpool. Was in the outside lane in the heats earlier on this morning. It was one of the very impressive outside lane performances that we saw in the heat. What can she muster in this final tonight? She's 1 lane inside of where she was in lane number 8. Currently in 6th position. At the halfway point then, leading the way, Daisy Platts in lane 3 of City of Leicester. Of course, 100 metres ago she was in 3rd position, but that has quickly changed now. Isabel Spinley in lane 4 in 2nd. Alia May Webb of Exeter City in 3rd position. A bit of clear water in front and behind her, but beginning to encroach in towards those front 3 positions is Laura Copping now of Hatfield, just on Webb's left-hand shoulder. Still in 8, Mattia J. Oliver up there in contention in the front 5 right now. The rest of the pack need to move a little bit quicker in order to claw themselves in towards the front 3 and set themselves up for a good chance of getting on the podium for the final 100-metre freestyle. This has been a good leg so far from Rebecca Wynne of City of Coventry in lane 6. First time we've mentioned her, but she was 8th at the start of this leg, and she's managed to get up level pegging with Megan Lever in lane 5 and also Mattia J. Oliver in lane 8. So very tight indeed here. We said it was a front 5 at the start of this breaststroke leg. It is now materialising to more or less a front 8. Shannon Stock still in contention perhaps in lane 0 for Hatfield. She's going to have to make sure though she gets a little bit quicker. Her teammate Laura Copping is certainly doing exactly that in lane 2 at the moment. She's currently in 4th position, just behind Alia May Webb in lane 1. In 2nd spot in lane 4 is Isabel Spinley. That is because Daisy Platts in lane 3 of City of Leicester holds the lead that she has had throughout the duration of this 100 metres on the breaststroke. But what a progression that has been made from Rebecca Wynne in this leg. The City of Coventry swimmer has put herself from 6th with 50 metres to go towards the end of that leg, all the way up to 2nd as we now go on to the freestyle. You can just see at the front in lane 3, Daisy Platts. There's a herd behind her, all ready to hunt down that gold medal, consisting of Alia May Webb in 1, Laura Copping just dropping off a little bit in 2, 4, 5 and 6 could not be much closer between Isabel Spinley, Megan Lever and Rebecca Wynne respectively. And look at the challenge, the momentum that Rebecca Wynne has had from the breaststroke leg has really carried through here into the freestyle as well. She is level pegging with Megan Lever, who are both currently more or less joint second. Daisy Platts marginally leading the way. A little bit kick going off now in lane 1 from Alia May Webb. We can't get too caught up with that cluster in 3, 4, 5 and 6 because the Exeter City swimmer in lane 1 is still definitely much in contention as well. 25 metres to go, a flurry of 4 down the centre, all making their way, trying to battle on towards the podium here. It's going to be very close indeed. Megan Lever of Pioneer 79 has her head in front. To her right, Rebecca Wynne. To her left, Isabel Spinley. Daisy Platts up there as well. In towards the wall they come. And Megan Lever, ultimately the one that gets there. 5:04.8 should I say. In 2nd spot, Daisy Platts of City of Leicester. And completing the podium for the final time tonight is Rebecca Wynne of City of Coventry. And I've said it a lot tonight that you have to earn your place on the podium. Those 3 definitely had to. Just look how tight it was between the front 5 in the end. It could have been any one of them. But in the end, Megan Lever tops the tree, Daisy Platts silver and Rebecca Wynne with bronze.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please do stick with us because we still have the medal presentation ceremonies for the individual medleys. They've been incredible races by incredible swimmers, and we hope that you'll stick with us at Ponds Forge to celebrate our bronze, silver and gold medalists. However, now it is time to announce the winner of our social media competition. All evening, we've been encouraging you to send in pictures using the hashtag SESwimming, and the winner of a kit bag provided by our wonderful kit sponsors TIA is Sean at Sean Special K. Congratulations. If you could make yourself known. That is the picture up on the big screen right now. Brilliant picture, Sean. I think the two of you will have to have an argument about who gets to keep the bag, but thank you for getting involved, and thank you all for your contributions on social media. Please continue to use the hashtag SESwimming throughout the competition if you're joining us here at Ponds Forge, or if you're going to be watching on the live stream. But now it is time for the final presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation ceremonies for the women's 12 and 13 years 400 meters individual medley and the women's 14 years 400 individual medley. The bronze medalist in the 12s and 13s, representing City of Leeds, Ella Cooper. And in the 14s, representing Hailsham, Maisie Thornton. The silver medalists in the 12s and 13s, representing Cleethorpes, Ella Bainbridge. And in the 14s, representing Newcastle, Krista Wilson. The gold medalists in the 12s and 13s, representing City of Leeds, Isabel Goodwin. And in the 14s, representing Sevenoaks, Rose Compton. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the individual medley medalists. The presentation ceremony for the women's 15s, 16s and 17 years and over 400 meters individual medley. The bronze medalists in the 15 years category, representing Romford Town, Emily Milton. In the 16 years, representing Taunton Dean, Holly Houghton. And in the 17s and over, representing City of Coventry, Rebecca Wynn. The silver medalists in the 15 years, representing Colchester, Olivia Norman. In the 16s, representing Wigan Best, Hannah Sheehan. And in the 17 years and over, representing City of Leicester, Daisy Platts. The gold medalists in the 15 years, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Anna Smale. In the 16s, representing City of Peterborough, Lauren Harrison. And in the 17 and overs, representing Pioneer 79, Megan Lever. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this evening, please show your appreciation for our medalists. And that brings the curtain down on day one here at Ponds Forge for the Swim England National Summer Meet 2017. Whether you've been watching here inside the arena or at home on the stream, thank you very much for joining us. Do continue to join us throughout the week. We're here until Sunday. Tickets are still available, and we would love for you to be here at Ponds Forge. If you're sticking with us, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, have a safe journey home, and we'll be back tomorrow. Officials, you may now leave your posts.